What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Blazers Uprise post-game show featuring Gabe, because Eric's on vacation. What's up, Gabe?
Chilling, just enjoying every second of this Blazers season.
You're the only one. I'm enjoying this L, though. The Blazers took a massive L, and that is good. It is Tank City up here in Rip City. The Blazers lose tonight 133-96, if anybody cares about the score. The important thing is we took an L. It wasn't close. It wasn't a dramatic game like the Pistons game was, so I will take it, especially against the Spurs team. We'll look at the Tankathon in a little bit. Gabe, you've probably forgotten what Tankathon is, considering your Phoenix Suns are like 1,010,000 or something like that.
I'll never be able to forget. It was so many years in a row. I know.
Yeah, but we got Spurs fan Gary in here in chat. What's up, Gary? The Blazers are better at tanking than your San Antonio Spurs. The Blazers just a phenomenal tank job tonight. A round of applause for them. I'll talk a little bit about this game, and then did you watch any of this game, Gabe? Because I know you watched the last game, and then weren't on the show because Chris Paul's coming back soon. You subjected yourself to torture.
I would have.
You should.
Romp's calling. He might be calling. Let's see. Romp, does this have anything to do with the Blazers?
What?
I'll call you back. Listen. I just want to know, are you ready to give me my props on Do You Banks?
Do You Banks? I mean, revenge game, man. I mean, what? 8 for 13, 2 for 3 from 3. He hit 2 threes. That's phenomenal, honestly, because he kind of shoots it one-handed. So props to him for a revenge game. What props do you want? Like, what did you see in Do You Banks?
Well, okay. When you guys played us last and you and Eric were on the show, I was like, yo, what do you guys think of, Do You Banks? And you're like, nah, and Eric's like, nah, not sold or whatever. And I was like, dude, all I know is every time I watch him play versus the Suns, he gives us the business. And so I like him. And that's how it goes, right? If you see a player constantly play good against you, it solidifies that. And I don't – dude, is Dude not doing work?
See, it's one of those situations where it's like when you're this bad,
when
you're tanking like this.
Do you want him on the roster next year? I'm not saying he
third
should
string
start.
Senter, sure. That's where I'm at. Fine. Yeah, third string center. He can be our Bismack Biyombo.
So that's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm not. So who's number 2?
Somebody that's not on the team as.
So you
want
to? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I mean, there's the deep center draft. So we got some second round picks. We got 38 and then like 57. 57 is probably going to be a draft and stash guy, but some good bigs in this draft, and then it's easy to find a good cheap big on the free agent market. I mean, look at what you guys did. You guys signed JaVale McGee and Bismack Biyombo in the past year, so
right.
It's easy to find a good backup center. As a third string, I'm cool with Drew Eubanks. Do Eubanks. He sold me a little bit, but yeah, I mean, it's just one of those situations where you can't put too much stock into players on a terrible team putting up stats. You know what I mean? But he showed me enough where it's like, okay, bring him in third string center.
Third string sounds good.
Yeah. Next year, I think that's the plan. He's almost... I don't know when his third 10-day ends. He's on his third 10-day contract.
Wow. You guys are playing hard to get, aren't you?
Yeah. So we got to cut somebody if we want to bring him back, like... You can only give 3 10-day contracts out to a guy over the course of the season. Then you have to sign him to a normal contract or you can't sign him again. So if we sign him to a normal contract, we're going to have to cut somebody. So the speculation is that, at least me and Eric have speculated that we would cut Ben McLemore because he doesn't really make sense on this team long-term next year. But I don't know. He's almost up. His 10 days are almost up, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets cut in favor of him. Ben McLemore might have played his last game as a Blazer tonight, and he went off. He had 23 points, so he played well. Luckily, we still took this L. But yeah, Eubanks probably, outside of McLemore, maybe probably honestly, Drew Eubanks player of the game because he had 9 rebounds, 4 assists too, so he played really well in his 36 minutes. Gary's guy. I just remember he would always kill the Blazers when we played him, and now it's like he's always going to kill the Spurs. It's a good old revenge game. Speaking of revenge games, though, Zach Collins played against the Blazers today, had 8 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks in 23 minutes. The fans
How's that feel?
I mean, it's good to see him healthy. It's good to see him playing because he is obviously very injury riddled for the past 3 years. Except to start a debate, Gabe, what is your opinion on giving role players who spent, maybe like 2 or 3 years on your team? What's your opinion on when they make their return to your home city, giving them an ovation when they check into the game?
It all depends on how they left.
Well, if it was just a guy who played hard when he was here, left on good terms, had bad injury luck, and the Blazers didn't re-sign him, and then he went and signed elsewhere.
I would imagine you get next to no reaction or a positive reaction.
Is a positive reaction bad? Because here's the thing. There are people out there on Twitter, Blazer fans, saying, why in the world are we giving him an ovation? And it's like some big negative thing for them.
So, I mean, the heart can hurt. Sometimes the heart hurts and you don't, sometimes you're not happy to see your ex,
We gonna go down the girlfriend?
It always goes that way, but yeah, sometimes you don't, you see her and those feelings get drudged up and they're not good. You all must have not good feelings towards him. Some people must.
And trust me, I love a good, girlfriend or ex-girlfriend analogy. I know the people love that. I had a good one going into the stream, and I completely forgot it, so I'm glad you kind of filled that void. I don't know. It's not even like they have any feelings like that. It's just like, oh, you shouldn't be giving him an ovation because he wasn't good enough. It's like, dude, I just don't understand people that nitpick that type of stuff. So if it's a Raymond Felton, he'd get booed, but otherwise, it's like we show players love when they come back. I don't know what's wrong with that. Apparently, some people have a problem with that, though.
Yeah, it's just to each player. Like when Kelly Oubre came back, we were cheering him and showing him all the love.
Yeah. So I don't understand people that have a problem with that, man. Like, who cares? If people want to give him an ovation, go ahead. If you don't want to give him an ovation, that's cool too. Like,
how did y'all treat Gary Trent Jr.?
We gave him an ovation.
And did anyone have a problem with it?
I don't think so. The thing is, he did a little bit more for us, but not much more. Like Zach Collins, we went on that Western Conference Finals run. He was a big part of that. Like, without him, we don't make the Western Conference Finals in 2019. So that was, maybe more than Gary Trent Jr. ever did for us, because Gary Trent Jr. didn't play that year. He was basically just a bench warmer. So it's like the dude was a key part of Western Conference Finals run as a role player. He stepped up big his second year, then started dealing with bad injury luck. So give him an ovation. I just don't understand people that care about that type of stuff or have to point it out like, oh, why are fans giving him an ovation? They like mediocre players too much or stuff like that. It's like, man, just relax on that. I don't understand why people do that.
From the outside looking in, he seems like a player that y'all really hoped could have just been healthy, and he couldn't stay healthy, and the reason you had to let him go was because of that. So those are kind of, you don't feel good about those players who just couldn't stay healthy. You shouldn't be blaming them for not being able to stay healthy, but it's hard not to.
Yeah. All Good has a good comment. He says, or she says, I don't know. They say, I think the ovation was also about congratulating his comeback from injuries, and I agree with that. So, I don't know. I don't understand people that have had a problem with that, Anyway, enough Zach Collins talk. Hopefully he's able to kind of fulfill some of the potential he had. But, so the Blazers lose today. As good news, I think games are done. We can take a look at the Tankathon. The other game that mattered for us, Gabe, was Sacramento playing Indiana. We were 2 wins behind both those teams heading into tonight. So now 1 win behind Sacramento because Sacramento beat Indiana today. Sacramento finally won a freaking game. And now the Blazers gained some distance on the Spurs. So this was overall a good tank day. A good... I don't know, and I know you have some experience with tanking, so I know you know what this is like, to root against your favorite team for the betterment of your team.
Yeah, it still feels like you're rooting for your team. You're just rooting in a bigger brain way. You're rooting for the long-term success, not short-term feels.
Yeah, so we got, 10 games left? We're 27-45. Yeah, this was game 72. Did I put the right number on the thumbnail? Yes, I did. Cool. Game 72. So we got 10 more games of this. Easy schedule. We got Houston 2 times in a row, and then we got OKC, so it's going to be tough. But, if we can lose by, quick math, 37 against the Spurs at home, I think we can lose against the Rockets and the Thunder.
What was the over-under for this game?
Spurs were favored by 7.
And Gary was like, I mean, Gary's not going to be right every time. He definitely got this one wrong. He was like, dude, the Spurs ain't beating anybody by that much.
Well, I tried to warn him because he told you to take the Blazers last game. I'm like, I'm not taking the Blazers. I took the Pistons. They were 9-point favorites. And then the Blazers beat them. But it seems like it's going to go every other game. The Blazers are just by far the worst team in the league because they lost by 30-plus to Indiana. They beat the Pistons, and then they lost by 30-plus tonight against San Antonio. So that's why I say Gary should not be betting on the Portland Trailblazers. Gabe, do not bet on the Portland Trailblazers.
I didn't.
Yeah, it is a death sentence because you never, like, it seems like every now and then this team's going to be really competitive no matter who they have on the floor, and they're going to be in a game, and then every now and then it doesn't matter if they're playing the worst team in the universe, they're going to lose by 30 points. That's just how it goes. I mean, next game they'll probably be competitive against Houston. The game after that they'll probably suck. The game after that they could probably play my rec league team. They still find a way to lose by 30. It just seems to be the way that things go here. So it's just the state of this team. Let's look at the Tankathon. Let me pull that up real quick, and we'll sim that, and then we'll stop talking about this game, because honestly, I didn't have you on for the entire streak just to talk about Blazers Spurs. We're going to kick back and chill. I gotta be entertainers at this point. You're just naturally entertaining, so I gotta force it a little bit more. It gets kind of tough.
It can be tough to carry the streams by yourself, man, especially if you aren't looking to talk about the game. I mean, I don't know how you don't just cut it short, but you got a large, fan base here that needs their Blazers talk, and we're gonna give it to them.
I love that pep talk. Shout out Billy Brower says, wow, first time I got here when it's live, always working when y'all stream. Tankathon time. What's up, Billy? Glad you can catch us live. Eric will be back on like Friday, but Gabe's always, you always fill in when I need you, so I appreciate it.
It's the perks of not having a life. But
you got a poppin' YouTube channel though. You guys have been doing well.
Starting to pop.
Starting to pop a little bit.
There's been some popping, but
a little bit of popcorn. So Portland's still in 7th. But they are a game and a half ahead of San Antonio, so San Antonio would have been in 7th had Portland beat them today. Instead, they're a game and a half ahead, because obviously that's a 2-game difference, Portland winning, San Antonio losing, or vice versa. So we got good news on that today. We're 1 game behind Sacramento in the win column. We've just played 2 less games than them. That's why we're 2 games back. And we're 2 games behind Indiana for 5th place in the win column. That's what I'm looking at more than games back.
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the best case scenario for y'all tanking wise? If you perfectly tank, where could you fall?
I don't think there's any chance we catch OKC. We're 6 wins ahead of them. I don't see OKC winning like 6 out of their last 9 games. They have 9 games left.
Okay.
So 4th is impossible at this point. The top 4 is locked in. They're all pretty close, so that could change around, obviously. The best case scenario would be 5th. Being 2 games behind Indiana, I could see us catching Indiana. I think it's going to be tough because we have an easy schedule the rest of the way, but Indiana would be the best case scenario, and then New Orleans being there at 9, because that's the fun part about this tanking process is we have 2 picks up here, so we're watching 2 different lottery picks here. Didn't you guys have a year like that, and then it turned into Marquise Chris or something like that?
Dragon Bender
and Marquise Chris at 4 and 8.
Woohoo! We thought one of those was gonna hit.
Didn't y'all trade Bogdanovich for Chris that draft? Is my memory good?
Bogdanovich wouldn't come play for us.
Oh, that's whack.
Like, we had his rights. He sat for like 2 years in a row. Third year comes around and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay in Europe. And we're like, dude, we can't wait any longer. Plus, we already have Booker and you're a 2. So let's go ahead and try to get something out of this. And then,
Didn't get anything out. You guys are fine now. See, I can make fun of your draft miscues now because you guys are sitting.
That's why McDonough had to go.
Yeah,
it was things like that. He just couldn't cash in.
Find the right GM, find the right coach, and boom.
Yeah.
Right there at the top. So hopefully that's us. I think we found the right coach. Still undecided on the GM, but you could see. I mean, honestly, best case scenario would probably be us moving up to 5. Where Indiana's at, and then San Antonio passing New Orleans. Okay? Because New Orleans right now is in the 10th play-in spot, and I'm worried that if they end up in the 10th play-in spot, if they play their way into the playoffs, we lose their pick. Because we don't get it if they make the playoffs.
Right.
So it's a situation where if they play the Lakers in a 9-10 playing game, I'm going to be rooting really hard for the Los Angeles Lakers, which is very, very weird.
I will be rooting for that as well, but for a different set of reasons. But yeah.
Okay. That'll be weird.
I'm desperate to play the Lakers round 1.
You want to play them again? That's a different tune than you had last year.
Desperate.
So, I mean, here's the thing, though, is we don't get their pick if it's top 4. So it's like, if they move up, then if they don't jump into the top 4, their pick will be higher for us, but they also have a better percentage chance of moving into the top 4. So it's like higher reward, but also higher risk of completely losing the pick. So the best case scenario would be us moving up to 5, and then New Orleans moving up to 8, probably San Antonio passing them. At that point, they have no way of playing their way into the playoffs. And we'd have a 74% chance of keeping their pick at 8, or, they might fall to 9 or 10. So that'd be interesting, if to end up with like 5 or 6 and then 8 or 9. That'd be cool. Obviously, best case scenario, we jump up and get the first overall pick. So like 1st and 8th or 1st and 9th is obviously the best case scenario. And we're going to see if we can get that, because we're going to simulate this. Have you ever looked at Tankathon? Yeah, I assume you've looked at Tankathon. Simulated the lottery, all that good stuff.
This is meal stomping grounds.
I don't know how old Tankathon is. I know it's been around for long enough that it was relevant when you guys were tanking. So,
oh yeah,
I'm going to reveal it and scroll up like I always do. Let's see if you're a good luck charm for the lottery sim, Gabe.
Let's go.
For Portland. You got the 14th team moved up. Okay, I don't know if you're good luck yet, but I know you're chaos, because whatever team was 14th, I don't even remember, but they moved up into the top 4. All right, so Atlanta at 14. I don't even know who that was. Washington, maybe? Oh my goodness, the Lakers are at 13. They moved down 2 spots. So whoever was 12th and 14th moved up into the top. You're chaos, Gabe. I'm not surprised. At 12, it's Washington. At 11, we keep New Orleans pick. That's good. At 10, it's San Antonio. At 9, hopefully it's not Portland, but it is. You're not good luck. You're just chaos. But, we kept the New Orleans pick. It could be worse. Sacramento at 8. OKC at 7. This is a wild lottery. Detroit 6 and Houston 5. Let's see who moved up into the top 4. You got Charlotte moved up from 14 to 4. You got Indiana. You got New York moved up 10 spots from 12 to 2, and then you got Orlando at number 1. That's the thing. You're chaotic. Are you chaotic good or chaotic evil or chaotic neutral or whatever? Neutral. All the chaotic neutral. Okay, you're definitely chaos. All right.
Dro says the Suns were complete trash for 10 years. Dude, put some respect on our name. It was at least 11 years, minimum.
Yeah.
Ever since Nash went to the Lakers to try to front run.
Yeah, dude, that would have hurt.
It did. It stung real bad.
I couldn't imagine, that would be like Dame getting traded to the Lakers.
It's like walking in on Dame cheating on you, is how it felt.
I just remembered my girlfriend analogy. Right, it's like this point in the Blazers season, right? It's like you want to take L's, and people love when I come up with girlfriend analogies, or they hate it. I don't know which one. They just, Anyway, this was going to be my analogy for the stream. It's like you want to leave your girlfriend, but you don't want to deal with the repercussions, so to say.
Like have the conversation.
Yeah, you just don't want to deal, you're like, don't want to break her heart. You don't want to, you just can't bring yourself to do that sort of damage, right?
I've only been dumped, but I'll take your word for it. No, just kidding. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
But then she comes to you and she's like, honestly, I kind of have feelings for another guy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, dang. Because you're supposed to not like it when you lose. But then, like right now, when we take a massive L, I'm enjoying it. So it's like, oh, dang, okay, I respect your decision. Dude. And then you're like going out with your boys to the bar that night.
Quick story on that. I pulled off a best friend swap because of that exact scenario. I was
a swap.
I was dating.
You making trades?
Like something that was impossible, something you'd think is impossible. I dated both of, like, without it blowing up in my face. Same thing. I was dating the first girl. I meet her friend. Oh my God, her friend is way better. I want her friend. I don't even want anything to do with this girl. So I'm plotting and planning, like, oh God, how am I going to do this? And she comes to me and she's like, yeah, my ex-boyfriend, I think he wants to get back together. And I'm like, you should. Don't even, I mean, don't let me step. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, come on.
She wanted you to fight for her, bro.
Dude,
she was playing games.
No, I played it perfect. I was like, nah, you guys have been together for how long? I wouldn't want to step in the way. Now, your friend Amanda, I didn't go obviously I breached it way smarter than that, but that was basically what it was. And then they were cool with each other. She didn't get mad at me for moving on over to her friend. Go on with the basketball talk, though.
I mean, dude, this is what we're here for. It's tanking season, so this is the type of talk we're going to get. We got Grace in chat. She says, bro, girls watch this too, crying face or laughing emojis. Yeah, I mean, it's just, real life. Girl, I'm sure a girl has broken your heart and a girl has broken my heart, Gabe. So, I mean, that's just reality.
This was just one time I got over,
Yeah. So, maybe there's not a hint of truth in any of my analogies about girlfriend situations. No ounce of truth in any of those. Okay, I promise you. Anyway, hardcore fan, dude. You just Jimmy Butler to Portland. You got me. Anyway,
that'd be awesome, dude. He'd be a great fit.
Oh, what? So he can fight Nurk in the huddle? Did you see him and Haslam today?
I did. I heard about it. I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, I don't know what happened, but it escalated into Haslam saying, come fight me then, or something like that. Whoa. We can go fight when they were in the timeout.
Udonis Haslam is still alive?
Yeah, he's still on the Miami Heat. Glorified cheerleader.
Wow. I thought that, he was a glorified cheerleader like 2 years ago, bro. I can't believe they're still paying this man.
So Butler was trying to fight Spo?
Yeah, it was a coach thing. I don't know if it was like a Latrell Sprewell situation, but
did they? Yeah, they lost by 14 tonight. Yikes! Why was he?
Are you old enough to remember the Latrell Sprewell sitch?
Nope.
Latrell Sprewell choked his coach out.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So, if you can imagine, players used to wild out, bro. Jason Kidd was wearing wife beaters and doing such. And
it's a lot, honestly, it's a lot less of that nowadays.
Definitely.
Which is good.
So good.
We know that here in Portland because back in those days we were the Jailblazers.
Yeah, I remember that. And then there was the Thuggets,
Was that? Yeah.
Huh. At some point there was some Thuggets.
Yeah.
From Denver.
I'm glad we don't have to deal with that, man. Players, honestly, here's the thing with, our team, and I think a lot of other organizations are like this, and it's easier to do this nowadays, but just, super high-character guys that come in are good with the community, good with the organization, just very quality guys that we consistently bring in. And it's we brought in Josh Hart, dude's just a quality guy. That's
you guys need to lock him up, dude.
Yeah.
Just be his home. Be his...
We have him under contract the next 2 seasons for $12 million, $13 million.
Get rid of him.
Oh, dude, I was sitting here saying, because here's the thing, Gabe, is I don't know if you've ever felt this way about your Suns, but there was a point at the season where it's just we need a guy who brings an edge and is kind of the heart and soul of the team. We need a guy who it just sets the tone defensively from an effort perspective. And, the heart and soul of other teams is Patrick Beverly, Marcus Smart, guys that just go out there and just go at it defensively.
And
just play their asses off. I would say Jay Crowder probably.
It is Crowder,
Yeah.
even though Mikhail's a better defender, but that's what kind of makes us special, is that we have that guy you're talking about, but we also have a much better defender on the other side. So,
and that's what
but that's you're right.
That's what I would have said too. Is like you brought in Chris Paul, and like you guys brought in Drake Crowder, and I was like, inconsistent 3-point shooter.
He gets a pass.
Good defender, but it's like I underestimated guys that like set the tone like that because it's contagious for the rest of the team. Like if you got guys that like go after it like that defensively, it's gonna make other guys bust their butts too because they don't want to let that guy down. And energy is almost contagious. You know, when you got one or two guys slacking on your team defensively, it's like, why am I gonna bust my ass defending my guy if he's just gonna kick it to your guy and he's gonna blow by you for a layup? Like, why am I even trying then if you're not gonna try? And you're going to get buckets scored on you because you're not willing to commit to that end defensively. And the problem is, at the start of this year, we had too many players like that, and we didn't have anybody to set the tone. So, like, now I don't underrate that. That's why it's like you guys made such a big jump. Was not only obviously getting Chris Paul, but getting Jay Crowder to kind of be that heart and soul guy to set that tone.
Like, I get how the rest of the league looks at Jay Crowder, right? They look at him as like, yeah, he's a tough guy, but he's not that great of a basketball player. True. But the two reasons why we let it go is because, number one, he's the guy you're talking about, like a hockey player, you know, like a bruiser or whatever. But also, he picked us, and nobody ever picks us.
Yeah.
Like, he picked us before we were good. So it's like we just feel indebted to him.
Yeah. See, that's kind of like CJ in New Orleans because CJ wanted to go to New Orleans. So, you know, I got respect for people like that are willing to go to situations that aren't really the best and want to go there and turn it around. I have respect for that. Instead of just going to a situation that's already built for them, a super team, you know, ring chasing, whatever. I like guys that want the challenge of going somewhere to try and turn around an organization. Because then if they do so, it's impressive as hell. So I got nothing but respect for guys like, you know, like a Jay Crowder going into Phoenix, and Chris Paul wanted to go to Phoenix, and you guys hadn't made the playoffs in like a decade.
Right.
They want to go there and turn it around. They end up going there and turning it around. So I got respect for that compared to the guys that just kind of chase rings and, you know, team up, super team, that type of crap. Because the league's better if you have guys that want that challenge, that go in and make some non-competitive markets more competitive and bring up the bottom of the league. It makes everything more competitive. And that's why it's like the NBA is kind of wide open right now. Because you are in a situation where you don't, like the only super team you had, I mean, maybe the Lakers, but they suck. Look at them fall apart. The Nets, they didn't even want to stay together.
Couldn't even stay together.
Yeah, so you got Harden leaving. So it's almost like I'm sure there's going to be a super team in the future, and this isn't going to be true, but it almost feels like we're done with the super team era.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice, because like that's the thing. I couldn't watch it. When it was Warriors-Cavs year in year out, it's like, what's the point of playing 82 regular season games?
Annoying.
You know exactly what it's going to be. Like, where's the suspense? What's the fun in it?
You know who's coming to mind with the type of player you're describing is Jeremy Grant.
As the guy that has that...
No, the guy who's willing to go be the guy. Willing to go try to be the guy.
Yeah, I feel like that's different. I don't know. Like...
I mean, a big part... Obviously, he wanted to play for a black coach and a black owner and a black GM. But the other half of it is I think he really wanted to go, like, get his and be the guy. Delusional? Yes.
Yeah, but, like, I think it's different with him because his defense has regressed. Like, if he was doing everything he could to turn around that situation, sure. But it's like when I only watch a couple Detroit games a year. But I'll go on Detroit forums. Like, that's kind of how I try and get a feel for other teams is I'll go on, like, forums and whatnot and just see what their fan base is saying about their teams, you know, because their fans watch every game usually. Maybe not with Detroit because, I mean, it's Detroit. But, like, the thing is I've heard with Jeremy Grant is he just doesn't give enough effort defensively, and he just wants to get his buckets. And it's like, if you're going to go to a bad team and you want to turn it around, you would show that through, like, trying to set the tone on both ends of the floor. Right? Or at least on the defensive end, which is pretty much just effort, hustle. Obviously, athleticism matters and awareness, IQ things matter, but a big part of it's effort and hustle. And Jeremy Grant went there and regress defensively. So it's like, is this just a guy who wants to play for a bad team because he wants to be the number one option because he wants to put up stats? Or is it a guy that wanted the challenge of turning around a struggling organization? I feel like if he wanted that challenge and embraced that challenge, he'd be playing better defense.
Good point. But a lot of times you don't play defense when your whole team's getting blown out and stuff. Like Booker was a poor defender and he didn't try. Now he at least tries because we're expected to win, and he's there's expectations.
I mean, but like, dude, maybe I shouldn't relate it just to like the mindset that I would have, but dude, I could play on a team that's 0-50. Going into the game at the start of games, I'm busting my ass though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I'm too competitive.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
I'm too competitive for that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I don't care, dude. We could be playing. What's your favorite board game, Gabe?
Man, let's go with like Sorry.
Yeah. See, I was thinking Sorry. I want to destroy you at Sorry. All right. I forgot how to play Sorry, but I want to. I would like. Dude, I'm trying to like roll the dice a specific way. You know what I mean? Like it's a craps table. Like I want like I'm too competitive to be honest with you, but that's the thing is like I want guys that are like that on my team, and I don't see that with Jeremy Grant because it's just like supposedly he just sits there and coasts defensively.
Yeah. Maybe that's what he wanted. Place there was low expectations. He could just go ball out, be fully appreciated. And
get a bag, because that's the thing. Now he's playing to a point where he could get a max contract. And I don't want to be the team to give him that max contract. So
right.
But see, that was the thing is like we needed that guy, though. We needed that guy to like set the tone defensively. And we identified, like, those guys are hard to get, though, because teams don't want to trade somebody that's so entrenched in their culture. You know, it's like, oh, they might not be putting up great stats or whatever, but when they're the heart and soul of your locker room, losing that guy or trading that guy can be very detrimental, and you're losing far more than anything you could get back for that guy. So it's very hard to get those guys, but given that like CJ made sense in New Orleans, early in the year, me and Eric were identified as like Josh Hart could be that type of guy, and he could be gettable. And he'd be the perfect third guard behind Dame and Ant, because I think the thing is next year, Dame and Ant are going to stagger. So Ant's backup point guard.
That's going to be a really nice guard lineup. How does that feel to at least have your guard lineup figured out?
I mean, we've always had our guard lineup figured out.
But then you got old Brandon here as the fourth guard.
Yeah, third string point guard. Yeah, I trust him as a third. We got Chris Dunn right now, and he's been playing decent. So
yeah, can you tell me about Chris Dunn really quick?
He's on a 10-day, so I don't know if he's going to last here.
What happened to him, though? He used to be a effing stud. What happened?
It's just those guys that can't shoot. It's just those point guards that can't shoot. Like, you look at busts of lottery picks in terms of point guards, and most of the time it's just guys that can't shoot. Actually, honestly, like busts in general. I mean, you look at like a Josh Jackson, who I know you're familiar with. You look at like Dragan Bender. You look at even a Marquise Chris. Those guys just couldn't shoot. Kid Gilchrist couldn't shoot. Thomas Robinson couldn't shoot. You look at Dennis Smith Jr. couldn't shoot. Frank Ntilikina couldn't shoot. Chris Dunn couldn't shoot. Like, that's kind of the number one thing, especially for a guy that plays on the perimeter. That's the number one thing that ends up determining whether a guy becomes a bust or not, is if they can't shoot threes. I mean, like, who's it? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a couple other busts. Marvin Bagley's a bust, and he's injured a lot, but the problem is like he isn't as good of a defender as people thought he would be. Let me see what he's been shooting from three, because I'm curious. Marvin Bagley 3 stats. For his career, he shoots 29% from 3.
Ew.
So Marvin Bagley couldn't shoot. Like, the dude can't hit threes. So that's the thing with Chris Dunn, is he just wasn't a good enough shooter, and that's the thing is you have to be so good at everything else.
If you're going to be a guard.
Yeah.
You got to be able to shoot.
Yeah. I mean, like, Ricky Rubio gets by with it because he's such a good playmaker and such a smart player, and he's a really good defender. Like, people don't realize how good of a defender Ricky Rubio is.
Yeah.
And, you know, he was there in Phoenix for you, so there's another former Phoenix Suns guy. But, like, he's good enough at everything else to stick, but it's so hard to be, like, that good at everything else to make up for that.
I wish Chris Paul was younger.
I wish Dame was younger. I wish Dame came out as a freshman instead of a senior. Because Dame's already 31, 32.
He's a baby. He's got plenty of time.
I mean, if he can age like Chris Paul, we're chilling.
Yeah.
But
sooner you get him on that game changers diet, the better.
Yeah. Stanley Johnson's a good shout out. Thomas Oransky. Stanley Johnson couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, Markelle Fultz lost his... Well, the thing is with Fultz is, like, he could definitely shoot, and then he had whatever happened to him. That's, like, an outlier. But,
how
losing
about
his
Wesley
shot...
Johnson?
Wesley Johnson? Yeah, Wesley Johnson. That's a name I haven't heard in a while.
Same thing.
Yeah. Derek Williams. We can go way back in the back.
Khalil Okafor.
Jalil Okafor.
Yeah.
Well, nobody expected him to be able to shoot. It was just like that was the last guy that was drafted that high based off that type of game.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like he wouldn't have gone in the top 3. Like if he was in this year's draft, I don't know if he'd go in the top 10. Like I think the league has figured out, oh, well, you can't just have a center that can't play defense and can't shoot threes and just like in today's NBA and just a low post guy.
Yeah.
Because like Canner went 3rd back in the day, then he's just a low post guy without defense and without shooting ability. So, but like Evan Turner couldn't shoot.
Perfect. Michael Carter Williams.
Yeah. Me and Eric actually had this conversation the other day. Justice Winslow's another one. See, like I don't like looking at bigs in that regard because a lot of bigs aren't drafted because they can shoot or they're drafted because of other things. So, but like in terms of perimeter players, at least 1 through 3, if not 1 through 4. Guys that end up becoming busts, it ends up there. They just can't figure out their jump shot. So, I mean, I'm trying to keep that in mind for future drafts. Like any point guard that can't shoot, I probably won't take them top 10. Like the outlier, I guess, would be De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I was thinking about De'Aaron Fox, but I don't know if I feel comfortable saying he can't shoot because he's not always bad at shooting.
He got decent and then he became bad again.
I'd be happy with him if he was at 37% threes. What's he at?
30.
He
was 37 year 2. Yeah, he went 31. This is his 5-year career. 3-point percentage. 31, 37, 29, 32, 30. So he had that year he shot 37, and it looked like, okay, he's figuring it out. And now he's back down to 30. So... Like, he puts up nice numbers, but it's on a losing team, and people question, like, is he a winning player? That's why I think they should have traded him instead of Halliburton, if I'm being honest.
I was thinking about that. But don't you imagine the Pacers were like, no. We don't want him. If we get one of them, we want the one that can shoot.
Yeah. Somebody said Ja can't really shoot. I mean, he's shooting 34% from 3. Okay, the only
we better hope. Everyone just better shut up and pray that Ja never figures out how to shoot.
Dude, it'll be game over, man. It'll be game over. Question. Do you think Ja Morant right now this season is better than Trae Young?
Nope.
I do. I had this debate with somebody earlier today.
I think it's about as close as it gets. But with Trae Young, you get exquisite 3-point shooting and floaters galore. You get more 3-level scoring, and his playmaking, I think, is stupid underrated. I think his unselfishness, crazy underrated. But why do you think Ja's better? And how much
Because
better?
He's able to get to the rim more consistently and finish better at the rim.
But Trae can just float it up over your head like it's on a yo-yo string.
Yeah, but I'd rather have a layup possible and one possibly get your big in foul trouble than a floater.
So let's go like on a scale of 100. Where are you putting each of them right now?
I mean, they're close. You're talking 2K rating?
Well, for sure, yeah.
I mean, Ja's like a 92 and Trae's like a 90. You could maybe say 91, like somewhere like that.
I just weight 3-point shooting higher, and he's not just a decent 3-point shooter.
Yeah, but
he's a flamethrower.
Here's something I've realized though, is there's almost a point where if you become so good at attacking the rim where you can't just sag off guys even if they struggle to shoot, because they'll just get a head of steam at you and just not going to go well. Like, you can't let them build a head of steam. So, like, that's the thing. Is there certain guys you have to pick up at the 3-point line? Not because they can necessarily shoot threes, but because you can't let them get going downhill. You can't give them that sort of space. And Ja, I think, is one of those guys. And he is shooting 34% from 3. Trae Young shooting 38% from 3.
But see, the thing with Trae is he takes a lot of them, and he takes a lot of deep ones. If he's in playoff mode, I think I would be more scared of a healthy Trae Young in the playoffs than Ja, because with Ja, you at least know what to try to take away, for sure.
Yeah, but... 3-point shooting is more likely to have an off night than
that's true.
Ja's slashing ability. Like, I feel like you can count on that more consistently.
And Ja's not a bad playmaker. He's a great playmaker. I just think Trae is special.
Yeah. I mean, they're close. I just had this debate with somebody earlier today because we're debating all-NBA teams. I think Ja deserves all-NBA team ahead of Trae simply because his team has done better.
And it's in the West.
And it's in the West, you know, when people say, oh, the Grizzlies' record when they didn't have Ja, but they're facing easy teams and had, you know, Reese pointed out a good stat, like, their opponents, when they were missing Ja, shot, like, 10% below their 3-point average on open shots.
Damn.
It was some sort of stat. So, it was a small sample size. I'm not reading too much into that, but, it'll be interesting to see how long his longevity lasts. See, like, that's why I'm not worried with Dame getting up there in age, is he doesn't, like, he relies on quickness, but his game is simple, and his shooting ability and his ball handling ability, his passing ability, like, I think he's going to age just fine.
He looks bigger and more durable, but he also takes a lot more impact.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's been legitimately, like, dealing with an injury for 6 years. Like, he hasn't been 100% or supposedly close to 100% in, like, 5 years.
And Trae's always hurt too because he's teensy.
Yeah, well, dude. Like, I feel like Ja. I'm surprised Ja doesn't get hurt more. Just the way he throws himself into big men. Like, I hope he doesn't get hurt. Obviously, it's just, like, kind of crazy because he plays more reckless than any point guard in the league. But anyway, chat, give us questions. Me, Gabe, whoever.
Got any tanking questions?
From the tank expert himself.
Former tank god. You know?
I just think Ja and Trae is a very intriguing debate. But, okay, I see people just sleeping on Dame now, man. Dame's lost so much respect with this year that he's missed.
He's been out of the public mind, so it's easy to say, well, he's not around, he's getting older.
Devin Booker's better than him.
Yeah, it's partially like a wishful thinking from a lot of other fans. They hope. Like, yesterday or 2 days ago when I was on and I was making my picks against the spread. Yeah. I forgot to tell you, but I wanted to tell you, when you picked the Blazers, I wanted to say, now, are you sure that this isn't your desires? Because, of course, you desire them to not give it up. You know, and a big part of that plays into your thinking. You can't help it. You have to fight against it. You have to actively fight that part of your mind when making those kind of picks. But
yeah, I mean, I don't pick with my heart. I pick with my head. That's why I'm still number one. Jackson gained ground on me. Unfortunately, I did not have a good day on Monday. How did
Eric do?
Eric was 3-6. You were 4-5. So if he let you pick,
ooh, Eric, I tried to help you catch up. Tried to help. Nobody wanted poor Whittle Gabe's input.
You're not little. You're what, 6'4", dude? It's like every streamer is automatically 6 foot or taller. Because we're all 6'2", you're 6'4".
I hate to throw shade at Sundo.
I knew this was coming.
I saw a picture of Sundo at his church the other day, and he was standing next to this dude who looked like he was 8 feet tall. So it's like, I don't know if that's because Sundo was so short or if that.
How tall is Sundo? You don't know?
I think he's like, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm I'm gonna say 5'9", and I think that might be too much.
We need it. We need this answer.
You know?
I'm gonna need this answer.
Yeah. He claims to be short. I just can't remember how short. I don't want to say 5'5", 5'4", because you know.
My dad was 5'9", man. I don't know where I got my height from. My mom's 5'3", 5'4". My dad's 5'9". So like just completely average height.
Damn.
So recessive genes or something, I don't know. But Gabe for a story this summer, we'll make it happen. We'll see.
I'm actively training.
Gabe's training 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, like Kobe used to.
I kid you not. I figured you had to be asleep, but I was at the gym. I got to the gym this morning at 6:30, and I put up shots for.
That was 4:30 my time. Yeah, I was asleep.
Got up about 45 minutes of shots, and then I got on the treadmill and did some back and legs, getting the old instruments ready, you know. Because I know what Tori's gonna do to me, folks. I know.
This sounds you're getting the instruments ready because you know what I'm gonna do to you.
I know what you're gonna try to do. You're gonna try to get your boy moving on defense.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to be able to move.
I'll try, dude. Since we're talking about Trae Young, I'll nutmeg you. I'll just dribble between the legs. Or you know the.
Then I'll
this is better than this is the best version of nutmeg. You reach around them so that the ball's behind them, and then you bring it back like backwards, like through their legs, right?
That's a tough
to in front of them, and they'll just turn around. So
when you watch those like bone collector clips, do you ever feel like they're like staged?
I mean, you can see those guys are like really shifty, like insanely shifty.
I like especially Bone Collector. Like he's incredible, of course. And if you're watching like The Professor, but I just feel like a lot of times those highlights are just like nobody plays defense like that. Like nobody's going to be sliding around like that.
I mean, I think it's just a situation where they go out and find people that don't know how to play defense.
You're right. They do. That's true. It always is some dudes who look like they've never hooped before trying to stop a professional street baller.
I don't think they're staged. Beavis thinks they're staged because, of course, he does, but I don't think they're staged. Let's see some of these questions. Who's Gabe's number one pick? And people were asking you what prospects you like in the draft, but you hadn't even seen Chet until I showed him to you a week ago.
So I would say, though, after having seen him, and I guess it depends on the team, right? Like, who do you think is going to get number one?
No idea at this point. In our Tankathon sim, it was Orlando.
So if I'm them, I'm taking Chet.
Dude, Chet would be dope in Orlando because he played in high school with Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
And Jalen Suggs went to Gonzaga too. So that would be my second favorite team at that point. Just because
I just like Chet. I just have a bad feeling about teams passing up on him. I think that they're going to regret it.
Are you saying that because that's what I want to hear?
No. It's just... I made the mistake with Kevin Durant. Do you remember who Kevin Durant's first coach was when he was with Seattle? Was it Doug Collins?
I don't remember, honestly.
I think it was Doug Collins, and he went down with them down to OKC. And I just remember being a lot younger and listening on the radio. And this was before Kevin Durant had done anything in the NBA. Fresh out of college, and his coach was talking about how he thinks he's going to be like potentially the next Michael Jordan, and I was just like, okay, this skinny ass, but like it doesn't matter in this NBA anymore. Like they don't let you touch anyone. You know, if anything, it might help him because he's not going to look like Embiid backing you down. So if you hit him, they're going to call fouls for him. You know.
This thing, he ain't going to play center. He's going to be a 4. I mean, this just goes back to the debate that we had.
He's got a great-looking jumper. I love stretch bigs.
He has to hit, though. He's been in a slump. So I think he's like 0 for 5 in March Madness or something like that. So, the Gonzaga plays tomorrow at 4:10. I'm going to be very nervous, and you'll probably see that on Twitter. because this is like my best chance at a championship for once. But yeah, what'd you say though? You didn't want to watch you don't want to watch prospects when the Suns are good because you got tired of it for years of tanking.
Yeah, it used to have a whole different negative connotation to it. You know, going through it, there was a reason for it. We were desperate to get out of the slums, and so we were paying attention and wanting to know, is there any chance? Is there anyone that's draftable in our range that can help us? So I cared, but now I know I won't get any of the good players. So it's just like, Beavis
says Chet moves too slowly, and I want to facepalm my face through my monitor.
He's 7'1", man.
He moves quick for 7'1", too. Like, I don't God. Oh, God. Bruh. What 7'1" guy is explosive, Beavis? Please tell me what 7'1" guy with a 7'7". Bro, he doesn't even need to be explosive. He's 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan. You're going to get me ranting. Jabari or Paolo Banchero? I'll take Jabari. Kyle Wilson, I saw that question earlier. So.
If they could just get him to hold on to some weight, man. Which
Kevin
I
Durant
think
is
they'll
not
be able
7'1". And, bro, if you're saying, oh, he's not Kevin Durant, so he's not good, then I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, dude, this has been like every stream people have gotten. Just people's takes on Chet piss me off.
I'm a sucker for a big man.
Yeah.
I like big men.
But like,
even though they're not the most important thing in the NBA anymore.
Beavis, he was comparing their skinniness, not their explosiveness. I don't know where you got he was comparing their explosiveness.
No, just
bro.
Skinny. Just so skinny.
Yeah.
You
know? Dro, congrats on having Arkansas winning, bro. I don't know what to even say on that one, but congrats. Let me see some of the... We had a couple other good questions I don't want to forget, and I don't want to... Yeah. Gabe, how confident are you in the Suns winning the chip this season?
I wouldn't even say I'm very confident that we're going to win. I just feel confident that we should be there.
Mm-hmm.
And confident I'll kill myself if we lose.
You handled it well last year.
I did, because we weren't even really supposed to be there. But this year we're actually kind of supposed to be there.
I relate on that level, actually.
You know?
With Gonzaga, yeah, I feel that. Like, yeah, if Gonzaga was like some Cinderella team that just like came out of nowhere and, was in the Sweet 16, I'd be like, dope, maybe we can make the Elite Eight, you know what I mean? That'd be awesome. Maybe we can make the Final Four, that'd be insane. But it's like, dude, we better win the freaking championship. That's literally, like, if we don't win the freaking championship this year, I'm going to be very upset. So I relate to that.
I was telling our stream earlier that my wife texted me this thing the other night, and it was like an image of the Suns, like a graphic from Bleacher Report or something, and it's like Suns back-to-back Pacific Conference champions. And I texted her back, I was like, baby, I wish that meant anything at all. I wish that meant one thing to me, but it's worthless. It's almost feels like a jinx, or like it feels bad.
Your expectations raise. Like, yeah, I mean, your expectations just raise. That's the thing with anything. Like, if I go into a post-game sheet, for streaming, expectations, everything. Because if I go into a post-game stream right now, it's like, okay, hopefully I can get 100 viewers at a time and, over 1,000 views. I don't really care about views, but that's kind of the goal. But if we're talking about, a free agency stream, it's like, oh, I hope we can get 1,000 at a time, So, 100 on the free agency stream would feel really, really bad. Like, oh, we're doing something wrong. We didn't tag the video right, or we didn't tower. You know what I mean? Like, oh, that's a mistake. But on a post-game stream with the Blazers taking like this, it's like, cool, that's kind of what I expect. So that's the thing, is expectations are everything in terms of when you're just trying to gauge performance. A lot of it's relative to your expectations.
And I don't know, man. I just feel like the Warriors are not at full strength yet. I feel like the Grizzlies are more scary to me. but I just feel like
The Nuggets, when healthy.
I fear the Nuggets next year, but I don't think Jamal Murray's actually coming back this year.
I think he is.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's going to take him a little while to get back to normal after that much time out. Are they getting Michael Porter Jr. back?
Supposedly yes. He was like, it's weird because you'll have guys that are like out for the season, then they come back.
Yeah.
Like Patrick Williams was supposed to be out for the season, and now he's back. So I don't know what the deal is. And it's like you had that dude in the NFL, Cam Akers, tore his Achilles in preseason and came back at the end of the season. So, like, I don't trust anything that's out for the season anymore because it sounds like my MPJ is going to be back. Somebody in chat probably knows better than me because I've kind of been tuning out the NBA, but Paul George might come back soon is another one. But, like, they need Kawhi to do anything.
Yeah, they need them both. But that Clippers team is going to be super scary. We all know that.
Yeah. Next year with Kawhi, yeah. The West is going to be, especially if the Blazers can figure things out, like, I mean, the Blazers, it's going to be so hard to even get close to that conversation with those teams.
The thing with the Blazers is they just, in my opinion, they have fat they have to trim.
Well, they did.
You know? Again.
What
and you're going to like you guys you got like I think you could have kept Rocco. I don't think I think it was good that you moved on or whatever, but I don't think you had to. But just the players on your team that gotta go, man. Are you telling me there's no players on the Blazers that y'all don't want to just say goodbye to?
I mean, like,
or are you like, no, keep everyone on the Blazers
it's
the
not
way
even
it
keep
is,
everyone.
and let's just.
It's not even, well...
You don't want to get rid of Ellaby?
We have... I mean, Ellaby is fine as, like, 14th, 15th spot. Like, we have multiple players who I'm, like, okay with in, like, as, like, the 14th guy, 13th guy, 15th guy, whatever. Like, I don't really care. And we have a lot of players like that, and, like, we shouldn't keep all these players. There's just no specific ones where it's like, oh, yeah, he gotta go, or he gotta, like... There's guys that I think gotta stay, but, like, Bledsoe, I think...
Gone.
Doesn't make sense.
Hell out of here.
Keon Johnson is super young, so I guess he's fine, but like we don't have minutes for him. I don't know how we're going to develop him, but it's like he doesn't have enough trade value. So it's like it's not a situation where I necessarily just want him gone unless we can get something for him. Elijah Hughes is one of those guys. He got to go. So yeah, there's guys like that for sure, but like Didi Lozada.
How many players out of 15 do you want on the team next year? You don't have to name them, but just numbers.
It's hard to even say because we have like multiple guys on our team who haven't played for us this year and probably won't play for us this year. Eric Bledsoe's one of them. Didi Lozada's one of them. Joe Ingles is one of them.
Keep Ingles.
I want to keep Ingles.
Keep Ingles.
Like just take a flyer on him. We can resign him. It doesn't take up MLE or anything. Like I'd bring back Ingles because there's no downside to it. I'd rather bring back him than bring back Ellaby or something. So. It's easier to just say who we should for sure keep and could get a rotation spot next year, and that's obviously...
I want the Blazers so good that they have to look at Ellaby and be like, sorry, dog, you ain't good enough for this team.
See, like... But
that's how good you
guys... You guys, like, always... Like, the past couple years, like, the 13th guy has to be as good as possible, right? Whereas, like, me, like, if our rotation guys are good enough, then I don't care about the 13th or 14th guy. You know what I mean? Where you guys are like, let's go get Aaron Holiday and Bismack Biyombo.
Well, we didn't think they were going to be... We didn't think Bismack was really going to have anything in the tank. You know, that was luck. That was Rich getting richer. But yeah, I'm always looking to weed out the weakness, like Nader, wanting to get Nader off the team, which we finally did, We want to get Elfrid Payton. You don't see me clutching to Elfrid Payton just because he's usable. Who would you rather have, Elfrid Payton or Ellaby?
And
I think they're in the same class.
Yeah, and Elfrid Payton's your 13th guy, right? And you got Ish Wainwright on a normal contract now, who's like just very Like that's the thing. Chris Brandlin says you should care. It's called depth. That's what makes a championship team. Every team in the league doesn't have a guy that you want playing as their 13th, 14th, or 15th guy.
It's true.
Like That's the thing. If you're on to your 13th, 14th, or 15th guy, it's because multiple rotation players got hurt. And at that point, you're probably screwed anyway, no matter... Like, and you're not going to have some guy as the 13th guy who's just going to step in and carry your team to a championship.
No.
Or, like, be it, like... If they were that good, if they were good enough to do that, they wouldn't be the 13th guy on your team. They'd be in a rotation somewhere else. So that's why it's just like, if the 13th guy is Ellaby, it's like, oh yeah, Ellaby sucks, blah, blah, blah. But good luck finding somebody else who doesn't suck. You know what I mean? Like, the only team that can get somebody legitimate for their 13th guy are teams that are already, like, true contenders, and we're not. So, like, going into next year being like, we got to have this good of a player as the 13th or 14th guy is just not the mindset when we have so many rotation spots to fill. So it's more so just like, okay, who do we keep?
I guess there's more players on the Blazers that I would keep than, now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so I keep Hart.
Yep.
Obviously Dame and I mean, you don't even have to say Simons. Come on.
Yeah.
But Simons and Dame, Hart, there's 3.
That's your guard
I'm
rotation
keeping
right there.
Dewey Eubanks for the 3rd center position,
Mm-hmm.
and Nurk. So what are we at? 5, 6?
Yeah, that's 5.
Obviously, you're keeping Greg Brown.
Mm-hmm.
So now, who am I omitting here? Who am I forgetting?
Nasir Little.
I say keep Little for sure.
Yeah, he just has to be healthy.
Yeah.
And then Watford.
And I do like and Watford. So what is that?
Yeah.
9?
That's 7.
7.
Yeah.
So keep going. Who else? Who else is off limits?
That's
here?
Honestly, that's pretty much
so
everybody.
7. So what I'm saying is, I feel like you guys have a lot of fat to trim. Like, more
every
than half
taking
of your
team does. I mean, you keep Brandon Williams on a 2-way. He's really good for a 2-way guy.
But that's my
Third string
worry
point
about.
guard.
That's my worry. I want you guys to have a quick turnaround, and to have a quick turnaround, you got to get rid of half of your team or more now.
We're not keeping a number of these guys. Like, we're not keeping Ben McLemore.
Oh, Ingles. That's yeah.
And
Ingles
people want Winslow. I mean, Keon too. Yeah,
so 9.
And people want Winslow back. I think Blazer fans I like Justice Winslow. I'm cool with Justice Winslow as like a 10th man, 11th man. I'm cool with that. I think he's fine in that role because he plays defense, can pass, can make the right play. You just can't shoot.
So there's 10, so you just need to get 5 players out and 5 new players in. And those 5 new players, some of those players need to be better than the first 10 players you have.
Oh, they will be though. Like that's the thing is we have the 7th pick that could be top 4. You know, could move into the top 4.
I'll take your word on Winslow. I don't have enough information.
I'm more sour on him than other Blazer fans. But like Winslow's like a real cool guy. And I knew like the Blazers dropped this like in-depth I don't know how to explain it, but they dropped this like 5-minute video just like interviewing Winslow and kind of like going in depth on some things. And he just comes across
favorite.
Yeah, he's just like one of those guys who's like a hella cool guy. And Blazer fans they're not Philadelphia 76ers fans, if you know what I mean, which I like.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of this way too, but it just always ends up when a guy like does something like that and just ends up being like a super cool guy that Blazer fans are always like, we need to keep him. Like that stuff matters to us. So I knew when I saw that video that fans were going to be even more on board the Winslow train.
See, we have that with McHale, but McHale's also really good. So it's exciting. You know, It's like he's such a fun knucklehead in like a positive way. Nothing bad. Nothing
I've
bad.
seen the
just
videos
silly.
of him.
He's just silly and fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. See, people would love McHale here.
You guys were right.
But it's like ever since the Jail Blazers era, it seems like we really care about player personalities. Which I mean, I'm not saying fans shouldn't at all. You know, like. It matters and stuff, but like Hart and Winslow are both super cool guys, so it's always cool to be able to root for guys that are cool guys instead of guys that could be complete assholes,
For sure.
But I mean, like, here's the thing though, is like we have 2 potential lottery picks, right? So add 2 rotation players right away with upside to be better than just rotation players right off the bat. Right? Like, it could be a Chet Holmgren, and it could... I know you don't really know many of the prospects, but there's guys around that Pelicans pick that we have around 9-10 that could be potentially starter caliber players right away. So that's just 2 guys right there to add to the rotation. And then, free agency, we have MLE, could bring back Ingles. We have traded player exceptions up the yin yang. We have like a $20 million one, a $6 million three. Like we got assets to go out and make other things happen. So I'm not too worried about like who's on the team right now. It's just like how do we use those assets to fill out the rest of the roster. And we have we have an early second round pick too, and there's like some good centers that could fall to that I think could be backup, like a solid backup center next year. So there's we got the picks are probably going to add 2, maybe 3 rotation players as long as we get the Pelicans pick, which we better get, or else we're kind of screwed.
Who's your least favorite team? Like who's your most hated team?
Lakers, easy.
So it's not going to work then. Never mind.
You expected something else?
No, I did kind of expect. I was hoping it was somebody else, like somebody who realistically could pull it off. I was gonna say, how would you feel if the Lakers somehow pull off a Chet Holmgren sitch? Would you
like
hate
they trade
Chet?
LeBron?
Would you turn on Chet?
No, I will never hate.
What's
Chet,
it gonna
man.
take to get you to turn on Chet?
I'm not gonna turn on Chet. He was the #1 prospect in the country and decided to come to Gonzaga.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering.
Reese says
can't get him.
Yeah, Reese says I don't know if we can rely on those rookies to be rotational players if we're trying to compete though. Here's the problem though, Reese. Here's the problem. I think you're looking at it wrong. The only way we can compete at a high level is if we find 2 really good, or at least 1 really good rookie with those picks. Because otherwise we don't have enough assets to go out by other means and create a team that contends. So we have to hit on draft picks. Like, otherwise I don't see... Like, the only other way is something, like, completely out of the blue. Like, say we move up into the... our pick moves into the top... Let's say our pick moves up to 2nd, and we have the Pelicans pick at 10 or something. And then all of a sudden we trade both of them for LeBron. You know what I mean? Like, or, we are able to somehow trade, like... Say our pick moves up to 4 and we trade it for Pascal Siakam or something. You know what I mean? Like, it would take something completely out of the blue in order to get us to contention level. So I hear a lot of people saying, oh, just go out and trade for Jeremy Grant. But it's like Jeremy Grant doesn't get us to contention level. And it's a safer move. Like, we'd have a higher floor, but we'd have a lower ceiling. Like, I'd rather draft a guy there who could be a lot worse than Jeremy Grant is right now, but then also could be better. Because we need guys that are better than Jeremy Grant. So I'll take the small percentage chance that somebody's better at 10 than just settling for a safe move that doesn't get us where we need to go. It's all about raising the ceiling as much as possible, and the only way to do that is to make risky moves that provide more reward. That's the only way to do that.
You know what we never talked about, man?
What's up?
We off air, on air, we have not talked about the $40,000 fine. You might have talked on air with everybody.
Oh, well, did you hear what the fan said?
Yes.
Yep.
And I know that, I'm not trying to like be like, oh, Nurkic just, I get it. It's beyond disgusting to say some shit like that. And I know people have gotten in your chat and said stuff like that about Kat and his family and stuff. Obviously,
it was on Twitter, not in our chat.
Okay,
Honestly, we never really have too many problems in our chat.
Obviously, it's reprehensible. You can't tolerate it. You separate yourself from anyone that does it. But giving somebody what they want, he gave that kid what he wanted. That kid just...
This is a 23-year-old, bruh. You gotta stop calling a 23-year-old a kid, man.
He's a kid. You're a kid.
I'm 25. I'm not a kid, man.
You're like right. You're right on the cusp of not being a kid anymore.
When do I graduate into being an adult?
You can rent a car, so you're not a kid. He can't. He's a kid. All right. But I just don't want Nurkic to give that dude.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't want him giving that troll what he wanted. And the troll was like, what can I say that's going to get people to pay attention to me?
But he hasn't liked the attention because he put his Instagram on private.
The dude, the old young man.
The dude. And, people found out who he is, so he might end up I don't know. I mean, like, it could end up going badly for him.
Right, right. Yeah. I don't want Nurk losing 40 G's because some little piece of you know what popped off. But I've never been in that position where I've lost people like that. So I can't sit here and be like, he should have been stronger. I don't know that I would have been any emotionally more strong and able to control myself.
Yeah, I mean, let me do the math. Nurkic makes what, like $12 million a year? I think it might be a little bit more, but so in a day he makes 33,000.
Yeah.
So that's literally like a day's pay.
Right,
him.
right.
You know, that's like him getting paid every day, right? If you're talking about like if you divided it by 5-day work weeks, it'd be over 40K.
How much? I think it'd be right around 40K. What's going towards that dude's phone?
None of it. I think when you get fined from the NBA, it just goes to charity.
And that's great, but that kid's got to be, that old man has to be looking for some reconciliation.
Yeah, but good luck with that when you say that sort of thing and are obviously trying to get a reaction out of somebody and then you're celebrating it happening online. Like, I don't know how you have a case to
still
there.
The case is that there's freedom of speech, and you can be the biggest piece of, you can say the most heinous things, but having someone hurt your feelings, even if it's the worst, the worst kind of hurting your feelings, like being disgusting, even if they're disgusting, you can't take their property and damage it when you're on camera. See, the phone probably still
works though. Like, if he has a case on it, the phone's fine.
Yeah, but I imagine that little D-bag is going to be like, oh, he broke it!
Okay, well, that's the thing. You put it... Okay,
you know what I mean?
Next episode of Judge Judy. You got Nurk and you got this kid. I guarantee you it ends with Judge Judy just trashing the kid.
Yeah.
And then making Nurkic buy him a new phone for like $800, which Nurkic makes in like an hour.
Yeah.
Or actually, honestly, in 30 minutes. Yeah. Like, Nurkic would make enough money while being in the courtroom to pay for the new phone.
And that's fine. I'm not worried about the money so much. And like I said, the fact that it was something like that after you lost a parent, and dude, he's lucky Nurkic didn't pick him up by his throat and body slam him like the Undertaker, because that's what I would have wanted to do, bro. If you said something about my mom, dead or alive.
Yeah.
So props to Nurkic for just throwing his phone.
Yeah.
Considering what that
Beavis says,
man said.
Beavis says, when I sold cars, one of them salesmen was in my face recording on his phone, so I pushed him and chucked his phone across the parking lot. Nothing happened.
But Beavis, you're also not a millionaire who was on camera, 360 degrees, where there's all the proof in the world, Like, if you're Nurkic is a target because has so much money. If there's a way to get into his bank account, a D-bag's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just you buy him a new phone. That's I don't see him being forced to do anything more than that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, I mean, yeah, props for not doing more. It was funny because like people were like hating on Nurkic at first, and honestly, at this point, Gabe, when an NBA player reacts like that to a fan, I am never going to just assume the fan wasn't in the wrong, because these players hear stuff every road game.
So it's got to be the worst of the worst.
Yeah, like it has to be something to set off a player like that. It's not going to be a situation where a player just goes off like that for the hell of it, because they get heckled every road game. It's a very dude, when I played in college basketball, crowds weren't even that big, but I got heckled almost every road game. By 30 people, student sections. But you're a big... I don't cuss on this channel. You can, because you cuss all the time. But, I have never said a curse word in my life. But, I've been called all sorts of things. In high school, Our rivalry game. The other high school, for whatever reason, hated me. Because I took all their girls, right? Where do you think these stories come from? Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. No, they hated me. So the whole game, just brutal. And guess what? In 3 quarters, and we're talking 8-minute quarters here with 35-second shot clock. In 3 quarters, I had 17 points. I had almost half our points on them. And I hit a couple threes in a row, and I was like,
and
you hyped me up, dude.
You never took anyone's phone from them.
Nope, never. I mean, well, it wasn't. Nobody said anything about my mom or anything, but
right.
But like, nah, I mean, that's the thing is like being heckled kind of fired me up. Like I'm gonna shut these guys up because they were saying I suck. They were like, why are you even on this team? It's like I'm gonna show you.
The other problem I have with it, just slightly, until I found out what the D-bag said, is like you look at that dude. And, like, you're going to let him get under your skin? Like, come on.
I mean, but when he says something like that, like, Nurkic's grandmother, like, died a year and a half ago from COVID, and he was, like, really, really close with her.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if the fan knew that, or if the fan, portrayed that he knew that and was, like, talking trash about that, but, yeah. I take ladies, not phones. Oh man. But yeah, whatever. 40. See, that's the thing. The 40K, whatever. He didn't get suspended. Cool. Whatever. I mean, like, and that was kind of my attitude at the time. I didn't really.
Considering what that dude said, I think it was okay.
Yeah.
In a perfect world, he wouldn't let that little peon get under his skin.
Well, in a perfect world, security is better and like hears that and kicks that dude out.
Yeah.
But they don't have, NBA arenas don't have good enough courtside security. Like, if Nurkic can hear it sitting on the bench across the court, there should be somebody in security courtside that can also hear it and goes and kicks him out.
Right. Before it gets a chance to escalate.
Uh-huh. But it's like Nurkic was able to walk up.
Gonna like this. I need to get this dude out.
Nurkic was able to walk up to him face to face for like a good at least 5 seconds before somebody stepped in. So like, yeah, NBA needs to do a better job of that. That would be the perfect world, is they did a better job handling that. But
poor Nurk.
Yeah,
I legit feel bad for him that he had to hear those words, dude.
It's tough, dude.
It's not cool.
Yeah, it's definitely rough when it becomes family, related.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a line you don't cross. Like, honestly, like heckling players, if it's lighthearted enough, like heckling players is fine. There's just lines you don't cross.
And the only type of person, dude, that will cross that line is a child. And he's not a child technically.
Kid.
He's not technically a kid, but in his mind, that dude's a child.
Yeah.
What's going on, Madden?
I have a question for you. What are you playing right now?
I'm playing the greatest game of all time, Blazers Uprise co-host.
Blazer, I swear I heard sticks.
Yeah. Well, I was also getting some drills out of the way, some shooting drills. All right.
You're playing 2K. I think we're gonna have to end the stream.
Never. It was an accident. The controller jumped up into my hands, and I was like, "Oh."
You think? See, you think I didn't hear that?
I was trying to.
I've been wondering for a good 10 minutes what you were playing. I should have known it wasn't Ark.
I'm actually not playing right now. I'm just at the away screen or whatever. But
Madden Mobile will play you 2K.
You play 2K? Yeah, man. We play.
Nope, never mind. Shut up. Screw 2K.
we've been playing some. Well, a little bit. We can't get Tory in here, but
yeah, I don't rock with 2K anymore. Yeah. I'll play Rocket League is the best game ever invented.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Just video game related.
Yes.
Did you ever have any experience with Overwatch?
Nope.
No bad experience?
I never played like shooting. It's a shooting game, right?
It is, but it's not so much like a Call of Duty where it's just out to get kills. It's very team oriented, and there's goals like pushing a payload or like holding down a room, that sort of thing.
I mean, see, that sounds dope, but I just never got into shooting games. I just played sports games, and then sports games became crap.
See, with someone spell your name wrong.
Of course, every time.
with Call of Duty, like, you got to be really good with hand-eye coordination and with shooting. But with this game, you can play roles that you barely have to shoot at all. You're doing, it's, you can really be helpful and impactful without having to be good at shooting. You're just a tank or you're a healer, and you just play your role that good, kind of like a Torrey Craig,
Yeah.
And I'm an old head, so I'm not that good at hand-eye coordination shooting anymore. Never was. And so I love Overwatch because I can feel like I'm a real big part of this shooting game without getting exposed as being a bad shooter.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was just into sports games. I played NASCAR games growing up, but both those became crap. So, like, I play Rocket League because it's the closest thing to a sports game there is. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
No, I know because Overwatch copycatted it. They have this thing called Lucio Ball, which is just a Rocket League ripoff, but you're Lucio and you're running around on like skates, and it's like a soccer ball, and it's the exact same game. They just ripped off Rocket League.
Yeah.
So there's that mode in Overwatch.
Guarantee you'd
probably cook people at that.
Maybe. I mean, it depends on the mechanics, obviously. But like, that's why I love Rocket League, because it's the closest thing to playing a sport there is in terms of video game, in my opinion. And then, like, games I can just chill. I mean, I loved playing Among Us back in the day. Like, we had a Discord server dedicated to Among Us with, like 30 of us? And that's kind of what the gaming Discord has become now. We have a secret gaming Discord, by the way.
What happened to y'all's Among Us?
It's just you have to get like 9 people in a call at one time. So it was partly that, and partly people became burned out on it. So it was just hard to consistently get 9 people consistently on that.
For sure.
So I think we end up playing like once every 2 months now or so, but I miss it. Shout out the Under Armour Gamer $2 dono, says I coach Rocket League. Cool, man. Appreciate the $2 dono. Or call you Sizz. Anyway. Hopefully you get that reference. I'm not sure many other people will get
Sizz?
it. Yeah, that's like a Rocket League coach content creator.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah.
No.
We're really going into a different world here. But that, I mean, I'll play some Minecraft just because it's relaxing and I can be creative. And then, little party games and stuff. GeoGuessr is fun. Krish is a god at GeoGuessr. I don't know how, but he's a god at GeoGuessr.
Is that like, just what it is? Oh, I know that game.
It's the one where you get like put some random place in the world and you're supposed to try and figure out where you are in 5 minutes.
As you start to span out.
Yeah, using Google Maps, like you can, like you're basically in a Google Maps setting, but you can't like scroll out to a map or anything. You have to like look at the pictures and move around and try and figure out where you're at.
Bro.
And mark it on the map. That game's fun.
Do you have, because I have this on PS4, do you have Fall Guys?
I played Fall Guys a little bit.
Did you not like it?
I liked it. I just usually played it with with a girl.
That would be fun with a group, dude.
Yeah, with a group that'd be fun. That was like me and this one girl's game we played, and then we stopped talking, and I haven't touched it since. So
and now you're emotional about the game.
And now you brought it up, and now I might cry
thinking about her.
Why you gotta do that to me on stream, man? This isn't
Wendy's.
We're streaming right now. Oh, don't even get that
Wendy's
in
girl?
depth. Don't even go there, Us. Don't even, bro. You're gonna make me get all red.
It's like the Wendy's girl's hair.
Her hair wasn't red, bro.
No, I'm talking about the actual Wendy's girl.
Oh well, yeah, her hair is red, but I hate you. I absolutely hate you.
It's a fun game.
Fall Guys is a fun game, but you're trying to out my love. It wasn't even love, but you're trying to out my love life
away from your friends, just because it makes you feel like going to Wendy's and seeing
Do you
if
play
maybe
that?
she's still
Since
there.
when do you?
No,
she doesn't. She's not still there now.
No?
I don't know. The last time I talked to her, she was driving a forklift or something. So, good for her. She moved on from.
Beavis said it's not her fault.
For what? What's
He
not
says
her
she
fault?
got injured for 2 years.
All I know is that game is fun. I have it. The little guys kind of look like the guys from the other game you were talking about that you guys used to play all the time.
Oh, Among Us.
Among Us, you know? But you're like,
yeah, no, I played it. Yeah, I played it. Yeah. I just know that fad, like, it was hot for a minute, and then Among Us came along.
Bro. Like, Cuphead.
I would play it drunk.
That's a good drunk game. Because it's such a panicky game. You're like panic running.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think I mean, if any of you want in our gaming Discord, if you play any of the games that I've mentioned, not always the games mentioned, you can hop in Gabe's Discord for those.
I've got Grand Theft Auto also on PS4.
You play everything.
Well, I mean, I beat it, and then I haven't really touched it since. But I've never learned how to play online GTA.
Neither did I. I used to play it.
It seems like you log in, and then people realize you're there, and then they just come murder you and take your stuff immediately.
Huh.
I've never had a good experience online with.
I know, like, GTA roleplay is a thing, but
I've seen that.
Huh. Trevin, that's very false. But yeah, if any of y'all want in our gaming Discord, let me know. I'm not going to put the link out there because I don't want... Because here's the thing. I'll, like, put the old gaming Discord we have, I'd put the link out there and people would join it and then never hop in VC. Or never say anything. And it's like, why'd you join the gaming Discord then? What is the point in hopping in a gaming Discord and then never say anything, never hopping in VC?
They're probably just intimidated to talk to you face to face.
BS. No, why would anybody be intimidated to talk to me?
They're like, I would hop in there, but I'll be talking to 6,000 sub having.
Yeah, Eric Brandt. Superstar Eric Brandt.
Eric's never in there, is he?
Nah, not really.
Sometimes I've seen him in there.
This is very, very rare.
But he's a family man. He doesn't have time for all of that.
Trevin says you should tell people that you only hop in VC at night. Dude, I'll hop in at like 8 p.m. Is that nighttime for you, Trev? Is that like your bedtime, except when we're streaming and you have to mod? Yeah, Trevin, there you go.
Romp said you inspire people.
Good, I hope. I inspire people in some sort of positive way instead of a negative one.
Ladies man Tory would be very intimidating.
That guy doesn't exist anymore, sadly.
Dude, are you in a phase like that now where you lost your confidence?
No, I have more confidence than ever.
With girls?
With you. With just in general.
Girls.
Just in general. So, I mean,
That's good. That's good. It sucks when you go through those phases, man. I had this super hot chick named Jasmine. And she would have been my first, like, real black girl. You know what I mean? And I was so excited.
Bro, I don't know. This is our stream, not yours, bro.
I'm just saying.
You go a little deep on this one.
I've never had, it's exciting. And she wanted me, bro. But I didn't have I had so little confidence because I had been dumped recently. That I was just like too scared, and I could have gone all the way easy. Like she brought me over to her place.
Gabe, bro,
you know what I mean?
Dude.
And I just didn't do anything, bro. I didn't do nothing.
you gotta PG this, man.
PG.
You gotta find a way to PG this, man.
So are you saying you've never been there where a girl was like, totally putting the moves on you, and you were just like, she probably.
Oh, like a hesitation.
Yeah, like you
like
just
a hesitation, like a
couldn't close the deal.
I've played basketball with a girl before.
Just in a bad place.
I've played basketball with a girl before.
Wow.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I played basketball with a girl before. I was trying to show off. Yeah.
You get it then. You get it. I'm just glad you're not there. I'm glad you feel like you're in a place where you could strike if the iron's hot.
I just don't even think about anything in regards to.
Yo,
I just do my own thing, man.
Rob said I pulled a Ben Simmons. Exactamundo. I was at the rim. I could have reversed it. I could have whatever. And I was just like, yay. Bad, bro.
I mean, I've had a couple times lately where I was like, only one time lately where I was like, I'm gonna ask for this if this girl wants to like go get lunch or something, or like I'm gonna ask this girl for a number. But it's like, I'm not gonna say why I didn't, but like I had a good reason to like just kind of, not like a bad reason for me. It's just kind of the situation.
I mean, you got to give us a hint.
No, I can't. I mean,
I can't leave Romp hanging like that.
I mean, if Romp needs like a dating coach, he can book a session with me. I'm not about to give him advice for free here on this live stream.
First lesson, ripped pants. Second lesson, scarf. Third lesson, repeat lesson 1 and 2. Right?
What else? The first two? I
ripped pants and a scarf.
See you, Zach. AJ says, do you guys still cringe on past experiences? Here's the thing. You just gotta, if you cringe at some of the things you've done in the past, you just gotta learn how to laugh at it, okay? We're gonna get deep here on this live stream and talk about real stuff, because the Blazers are tanking and there's no point in talking about freaking basketball, okay? So real stuff. Mm-hmm. Don't cringe at your past, laugh at it, okay? Because here's the thing. If you do something cringe in front of like a girl or something that you want to impress, okay? Make fun of it. Laugh about it. It goes over a lot better than you'd think.
You know what I think of every time I have a cringe moment? So, like, our bodies, obviously, our cells regenerate. They die, and then they're replaced with new cells.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think they say over the span of 8 years, you're no longer on a cellular level. All of the cells that made up your body like 8 years ago have all died, and they've all been replaced by new cells. So I try to think of it as, if I did something cringe like 10 years ago, that literally was a different human being than me. That human being does not even exist anymore.
Except the soul was the same.
Yeah, the soul's still cringed out by it. But you know.
And if you're cringe, it's in your soul.
That's true. That is where cringe lays.
I mean, that's interesting. I've never actually thought about that.
Yeah, that's the lie I tell myself to feel better.
So yeah, every time I do something cringe, it's like, dang, I gotta wait 8 years until it doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, it helps me compartmentalize my cringe. I'm like, well, that was a completely different person. I'm not even the same.
That's funny, huh? I mean, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, you just gotta learn how to laugh at things. Like, and not take things too seriously, which I still struggle with at times, you know, just in my everyday life. But it's just have fun. Just have fun with social situations.
I look back more at the girls that I was too scared to ask out and think what would have been.
Oh, yeah.
I don't care. I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, but like when I had those thoughts.
Yeah, is your wife watching this?
You know what I mean? Because I'll never. I don't even know what another girl is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But hypothetically, that's what I would worry about. You know, O.J. Simpson advice. If I did it, here's how I would have done it.
Yeah, they could only imprison you for 8 years max, because then at that point it isn't actually you who did it.
Mm-hmm.
Great defense, honestly.
That wasn't even me. All those cells have died. Have you heard of Blazers Uprise?
You just link this clip in court. Nice.
Yeah, like, and then it just cuts straight to him being like, hammering, going to jail, get out of here.
Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. Like, dude, I used to have bad social anxiety, like, and then doing YouTube helped with that. Like, it helps with it a lot. But honestly, like, I used to be an introvert, and I tweeted this out yesterday. Like, I don't know what the hell happened, but I went from being I honestly think I went from being an introvert to an extrovert. Like, the pandemic made me, I don't know. I went from an introvert into an extrovert. But I think part of it was, like, not stressing about what people thought of me, not stressing about how I came across in social situations. Like, because that's draining. So, like, introverts, the thing is with, like, an introvert is it's like they regain energy by being by themselves, whereas an extrovert, like, gets energy from being with other people. But, like, if you're constantly self-analyzing yourself and you're constantly thinking about, like, okay, how is this person portraying me? How am I coming across in this situation? You're going to drain your energy. So you're going to be basically introverted. Now, obviously, like, you know, you want to focus on improving social skills and whatnot, so I'm not saying that you should never focus on how you come across in social situations or how you talk to people, but, like, if you overdo it and overthink every situation, you're going to end up being an introvert. And when I stopped doing that, is like, the pandemic, you know, not talking to anybody, it's like, I would literally sit there, you know, and I DoorDashed all the time, but, like, I'm basically by myself, and every conversation I have is fake. Where it's like just picking up food or dropping off food, and it's all like customer service talk, right? And so it's like I'm never actually having real conversation. So I'm sitting there like driving, I just have a ton of time to think, and it got to the point where it's like I'm not gonna care to, like, once this quarantining is over, once the pandemic has died down, it's like I made it a goal to just not care too much. And part of that is finding confidence with yourself, and then part of that is just making a mental decision to not overthink things, to not care too much about how people perceive you. And that's the thing, when you have confidence, it's like, if you think you're a cool person, if you have self-confidence like that, it becomes a situation where it's like, okay, if they don't like me, that's weird. Right. You know what I mean? And maybe you give them a legitimate reason to not like you, but, like, if people don't like me, like, okay, cool. I mean, I like myself, so if they don't like me, that's whatever. Like, I don't care.
I think a lot of, like, the being an introvert, at least for me, because I'm, you know, normally pretty introverted, man. I don't care to go.
Are you? You don't come across as an introvert at all.
Man, I just like a recluse, bro. Just love. I have my friends, and I have people I like to talk to, hang out. But if anybody's inviting me to go anywhere, it's like, dude, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to go downtown. I don't want to go to a bar. I don't want to do anything except stay at home or go to the gym. That's it. I feel that. Yeah. You know? But I think as far as, like, interacting with people, introvert, you probably have gotten so much more comfortable with the thought of doing that, because you're on stream all the time. So you're probably getting really good at picking your words, picking when to talk and when not to talk. You've, like, really refined your social skills. So now the prospect of interacting with people, it's like, sure, I can sit here and kick it with 2 people I don't know. I talked to fucking 500 people. Whoops. Why did you make me cuss?
You just were just talking about picking and choosing your words well, huh?
But you get the idea, right? You're like, I can talk to 2 girls here. I talk to, like, sometimes 1,000 people at a time. 2 people's nothing.
Yeah, well, it's all, yeah, and, like, that's the thing, when it just, don't have expectations going into conversations like that. Just go in trying to enjoy the interaction. You know what I mean? Don't think, like, oh, I'm going into this conversation because, and I hope that I get a friend out of this, or I get this out of this. If you're going into a conversation with somebody and you're thinking about what you're getting out of it, it's not going to go well most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be in the mindset where you're just going into social interaction, just trying to enjoy them, you know, just having fun. And if people don't vibe with your vibe, like...
But they're gonna vibe with you because you.
But they're more likely to, because it's like... Yeah, and it's like, if somebody's if somebody's going into a conversation and they're just trying to enjoy the conversation, you know what I mean? Or, like, get to know somebody, and it's just like a kind of relaxed, fun vibe with somebody, they're more likely to enjoy that sort of setting than somebody that's, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you're overthinking things, you're going to kind of wall off a little bit, and you're going to kind of be rigid in a way. And even if you don't think you're giving up off that vibe, dude, like, people, and especially girls, pick up that vibe. Like, they...
Oh, yeah.
Like that, you know? And it's, like, subconscious almost. So...
I'm so glad I don't
Beavis says don't just blurt out curse words. I mean, maybe... Depends. I don't know. I bet you there's somebody out there that would love it if you just walked up to him blurting curse words.
There's somebody for everybody.
Somebody for everybody. But yeah, this has become social life talk, but
just
honestly,
philosophies.
This is what we used to talk about during the quarantine when we had no basketball to talk about. Like this is the type of stuff we talked about all the time. And it's dope. I like talking about this type of stuff. Just never do it on stream.
Yeah.
But
like the old days of Valley After Dark, just talking about everything for no reason.
Yeah. Like we used to have 3-hour streams during the pandemic where we just talk about whatever. So a little throwback for you guys. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, AJ. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I had like real bad social anxiety. I was just introverted because I just struggled. So now it's like I want to hop in VC every night and just talk to people, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, I need to talk to people, I feel like, consistently. It's not like a thing where it's like, oh, I can't be by myself. Like, it's just I like talking to people now.
I'll only talk to people if I can monetize it, and make content out of it.
I'm just trying to make friends so they donate.
I'm just kidding.
Gabe, are you from Phoenix? Question from Drew.
I did door-to-door sales in Phoenix for 2 years. That's how I got to Phoenix. I worked for a home security company, knocking on doors in the desert when it was 124 degrees out sometimes. The worst. The worst. And then huh?
I couldn't even imagine.
So you make such good money doing it that sometimes I would work like 2 days a month. I'd go out, get a couple deals, and then I'm living like every other schlub off of like $2,000-$3,000 a month, where I could have been making a lot, but I would just make enough to be able to purchase my vitamins of choice and purchase rent.
Yeah.
That's all I needed was just rent and vitamins. I mean, I'm at that point I was eating like romp, just McDonald's like every other meal, dude.
Dude, how did you make sales? Because Body says, yuck, were you so sweaty walking door to door?
Yeah.
How did you sell people on things showing up to their door probably looking like a bucket of water?
So, me and my boy Martine, he had a gorgeous Roush Mustang that we got while we were selling in California. Mm-hmm. And so we would do what we call spot knocking, where we would just pull up to your house in a dope car, get out, knock on your house and be like, hey, we stopped to talk to you because we like your house. We want to help, we want to do some advertising. We'll give you a free security system. And so it was a lot better. Like we rarely would just walk around neighborhoods like that. We would drive from door to door or like drive from house to house. Yeah. We wouldn't pick like every single house on a street. We'd pick like specific ones we wanted to talk to, and get right back in that air conditioning. Hopefully you sell your first couple of houses so you can just go home.
Yeah.
But then I met Salty out there, and
did you show up at his door trying to sell something? Is that how you guys met?
No, we met. He was talking to a girl, and I was talking to a girl, and those girls were friends.
Okay.
So we weren't.
Of course, this involves girls, man.
Yeah. We weren't competing for girls. But we knew the same girls, and so
if you were competing for girls, who would have had the upper hand?
Dude, I don't know, because Salty was so good looking.
He
had this like blonde hair, like he's big, he's 6'2". It would have been tough.
You just called him. You're taller than him.
Yeah, but he was just like he just had this, like, all-American look, Now he's got longer hair and stuff. And I'm
you
sure
think he's ugly now?
I'm sure. No, I think now he probably would still pull at the same time. But he was clean cut, blonde hair, probably blue eyes. It's tough to fight against those, Tori. It's tough to compete. But yeah, I started going to watch Suns games with him, and the fans there, they were crazy, man. And the jerseys won me over, the sunburst, but more than anything, Steve Nash, Amari, and Marion. Watching those guys play in that offense every night, I fell in love.
I was wondering how you became a
because I didn't have a team for a long time. I liked players. I didn't like any teams.
You were mellow stands.
And then watching them play that kind of unselfish basketball, it like unlocked my love of basketball again.
Yeah.
It was like orgasmic. Like, you just couldn't look away, dude. Could not look away. They were scoring like 130 a night, dude. No defense. Yeah. But
I mean, that's Portland the last couple of years, pretty much.
Yeah.
And that's probably Portland next year, if we're being honest. I mean,
I hope not.
We'll be able to score with everyone. It just comes down to playing defense. Like, can we figure out how to play good enough defense? Can we get the pieces that play good enough defense? That's why I want Chet so bad, is because I think he's the best defensive player in this draft.
But he's not just a defense. He's not a Matisse.
Yeah, but he can like shoot too. So it's like he can space the floor for Dame, run, pick and pop. He can handle the ball a little bit. So it's like
he gotta can grab stop and go. Wanting him. This is Ja Morant all over again.
Because you guys wanted Ja. Yeah.
We thought we were getting him.
I don't think we're getting Chet though. But
you only talk about Chet.
I don't only talk about Chet, but Chet's my guy. I talk about Chet because Blazer fans talk about Chet in ridiculous ways, and I have to set the record straight.
AJ said, how did I get through the tank? That's a good question.
Because I couldn't imagine multiple years of this. Like, I couldn't imagine starting out the season like...
How about 11 of them? How about 11? Because we went through 11. So, I got through it because I consider myself to be a very loyal person. And that's why I've always appreciated Dame.
Yeah.
I've never cheated on a girl in my whole life. Worst case scenario, I would text her and be like, I think we need to break up because I whatever, input excuse. And then bing, bang, boom, I move over to the other girl. But like, I'm very loyal.
Doesn't sound too loyal to me, Gabe.
That's better than
you gotta try and marry every one of them.
That's better than a lot of dudes who will have their cake and eat it too. True. And so that transferred to the Suns. It's like, they're my team. Nash left us. What am I gonna turn on them and become a Warriors fan? Can't. I fell in love with the jersey. I fell in love with the city. I fell in love with that team. And so there was never a moment where, like, for the longest time, people would be like, what's your favorite team? And I'd be like, Suns. I'd be like, or I would be like, unfortunately, the Suns. But people always respected me for that.
Yeah.
They always
nobody's gonna front run the. It's the same way with me and the Mariners, man. Like, you watch baseball? Yep, I'm a freaking Mariners fan, man.
This is the years as a Blazers fan where you put in your time. And this is where you come out the other end, a true fan that has the respect of other fans because you didn't leave when the times got hard.
Yeah.
This is where it matters. This is when you prove your fandom to your team. It's easy to be a fan of your team when they're winning and in the hunt. That anybody can do that.
Yeah, like GK, who said Mariners in chat because he's a Trastros fan. The cheating Trastros.
Could never respect the Astros ever again, dude.
His whole thing is, every team does it. False.
I like that.
No, I mean, have not heard a banging garbage can in every baseball game I've watched.
I've never seen another player running down to home plate screaming, "Don't take my shirt off! Don't take my shirt off!"
He says jealousy? Why would we be jealous of cheaters, bro? That's like the lowest you can go. GK, why would you, as an Astros fan, why would you even give me crap for being a Mariners fan? Because you should have known. It's just going to end up with you getting hated on for being an Astros fan, man. Don't hate on. Don't say Larry. You should have just said nothing. How'd you think this was going to go?
I'm a Cubbies fan.
That's cool.
I know how to put in my time. I never thought they'd win.
Yeah.
But you just kind of...
At least you've seen a championship. I don't know what it feels like.
Exciting. That was crazy.
Advice on getting through the tank, get into gambling. I mean, I don't know. Like, I imagine it, honestly, it'd probably be a little bit harder to deal with a full tank year doing YouTube on top of it. Because it's like... I mean, like, I still enjoy doing YouTube, and I still do it, but it's just, like, you want the team to be good, not only as a fan, but also, like, for your channel, and for your streams, and for, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's more that goes into it, so, and it's like, at this point, I'm not really watching games, but it's like, I still feel like I should. In a tanking year, I'd just catch a game if I wasn't busy, but if not, like, you know, like, you could still be a true fan and not watch games. You go do other things, especially like, and that's what I'm saying is like,
don't bandwagon or glom on
absolutely,
some team.
Yeah, I'm just saying like like doing YouTube, it's like, oh, I should watch the team, even if I don't want to watch the team, or even if you know I want, you know, like I don't know, it's a little tougher. Because that's the thing with the Mariners is like if they're above 500, I might watch a game of theirs, you know. But I'm just expecting if they're above 500 for them to still miss the playoffs.
I think I just figured out why I'm so into mid players.
Why?
Because for 11 years I relied on mid players to try to try to win us something or whatever. It's like
that was probably the mindset. Like you guys are so bad. It's like, oh, this guy could be really good. And he's just completely mid.
I'm just like used to like
Aaron Holiday could be the next Chris Paul, or
you know. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That makes sense. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. You've been conditioned. You got to start thinking like a contender, Gabe.
Yeah, I got to start being like, no, this player, you know.
This player needs to drop 30 the first chance he gets, or he's not good enough for us.
Yeah.
Respect Jay Shoops for you being a Rockets fan, sticking it out through their trash. You guys better beat us the next 2 games, by the way. Because we play the Rockets 2 games in a row. That's the thing. It's like, already I hate playing teams twice in a row. How do you feel about it?
Hate it.
I hate it, dude. It's not baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to see the same players 2 nights in a row.
No, it never goes well. It's rare that you win both of them.
Well, I want to lose both of them, but they are tanking. Yeah. So
you're scared you might win one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm expecting to go 1-1 in them. It's just we need to. I mean, we need to get that 5th best lottery odds, man. Let's do another Tankathon sim. End off this stream with a Tankathon sim. We have Blazers Uprise live tomorrow. You want to come on for that?
Yeah, I'm off tomorrow, so
cool.
We've got a game, but I think it's like the same time.
Yeah, I mean the stream should be before your game.
Yeah,
because we start before games, but and then Eric should be back on Friday.
Good old Eric.
I don't think Eric watched any of this stream. Has anybody seen Eric comment in chat? Has Eric been in here?
Eric's probably like protecting his family from a grizzly bear right now.
Oh, definitely.
Just the Eric thing to do.
I'm just gonna simulate it here. All right, we're simulating the lottery on the mock draft page because you can do that on the mock draft page too. Dude, what is with these teams jumping up from like 13 into the top 4? We'll keep the Pelicans pick at 10. That's good. And we're at 9. Matherin and Eason, man. Jeez, you got Atlanta going from 13 to 1. All right. Atlanta gets Jabari Smith. I don't know who Atlanta would take there.
Spurs get Holmgren. That'd be crazy.
Bro, he seems like such a Spurs player, too.
Yeah.
We're simulating the lottery until Blazers get top 4. There it is. Except, if we end up at 4, man, this is the debate we've had to have, Gabe. What the hell do we do if we end up at 4? Because the obvious pick here is Jaden Ivey, who's a guard.
Right.
But we already have our 3 guards.
Well, okay. Let me give you a little piece of advice. Not that this matters, because you're not pulling a lever. But we said we don't need Luka because we have Book. So I'm scared to do that now.
See, but Luka was big enough to be a small forward.
I don't know anything about Jaden Ivey, so that's not a good comparison.
Well, you guys needed a point guard, too, and a small forward, right?
Yeah.
So why didn't you want Luka? Because he could be a point guard, a shooting guard, or a small forward.
Yeah, Igor Kokoskov really screwed us on that one, didn't he?
Yeah,
the dude was his coach overseas, and he didn't put his foot down and be like, you guys need to get this guy. But Ayton had 35 and 14 tonight, bub.
So better draft pick, you're right.
Well, he went at Cat's throat tonight, and he defeated Cat for the first time, so that was exciting.
Honestly, here, I would maybe want to trade down from 4 to, 6 and try and get another future first from Detroit and then just take Shaedon Sharpe. Or AJ Griffin, one of the two. If we got 4 and we could trade it down to 6 and get another asset, I think that would be the move.
So, hey says, disappointed no one remembers the Brandon Roy heroic comeback. I remember a great, I remember the great series, but I don't remember the comeback. Tell me about.
It was when he came. It was when he had that meniscus tear and came back 8 days after surgery.
I thought they meant like a specific game where he came back and won the game or something. But yeah, that was a series for the ages, dude. Man, you guys didn't have Channing Frye then, right? He didn't come to y'all till later, right?
I don't remember. To be honest with you,
could have sworn y'all had Channing Frye for a while.
This is beautiful. All right, this is all we need to see. Should just leave this up for the rest of the stream.
You need to get a tattoo of that, bro.
What, the Tankathon page?
Just
us.
No.
Number 1.
Yeah. Everything that's on screen should be tatted on your shoulder.
On my shoulder? Okay.
Chet Holmgren.
Oh, those beautiful scenes.
And I'm not trying to dissuade you from being excited about that because he's not good or because it's not going to happen. But just because I don't want you to feel that heartbreak that me and Salty felt when we lost out on Ja.
Bro, I'm going to feel that heartbreak though. There's nothing you can do to protect me from that heartbreak. I just gotta try and I just gotta dive in head first, and hopefully it pans out. And if not, then I'll just sit there and be like, well, at least I don't have to defend the option of taking Chet for the next month. Because Blazer fans are insane, and half the fan base hates him.
You realize that you've tied your legacy to Chet, right?
I haven't tied my legacy to Chet.
Think about it. Next year, he's gonna come in the league. Every time he does poorly, people are going to come at you.
And I'll just block him. Easy.
Every time he does something good, you're going to be
absolutely
LeBron in your ass.
Absolutely.
Around this place.
Absolutely. We'll take Jabari Smith, and if we played Chet's team and we had Jabari Smith, and Jabari Smith was 1 for 10 and 0 for 5 from 3, and Chet had 20, 12 with 5 assists and 5 blocks, you best believe on that post-game show, especially if we took Jabari number 1 over Chet, I'd be sitting there dang, man, wouldn't it have been nice to have had that guy, that skinny guy?
That's what I'm saying. All next year, it's going to be the Chet Uprise.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's people that annoy the hell out of me because they'll bring them up in conversations that I'm not even discussing anything to do with Chet. And those are the people that annoy me. If we're talking about Chet, sure, give you Chet. But, like, I'll say, oh, I'm having a good day today, and people will, like, get in my mentions like, Chet sucks.
Oh, man.
It's like, why, man?
Blazers fans are a different breed. Either that or, like, maybe it's just
end up with trolls. Dude.
Maybe what it really is that I'm not a figure in Suns Twitter. So maybe that's what it is. No one cares. No one cares to go at me, you know.
Just wait.
Yeah,
2 years from now, you'll be like, dude, I can't handle these trolls.
I can't handle them.
And I'll be like, Gabe, I'll have to like be your
Tori,
therapist.
where's the ban button? How do I mute someone?
How do I block someone on Twitter?
God.
Oh man. Nah, man. My legacy is literally calling it like I see it. That's my legacy. I don't bat 1,000, but I guarantee you every argument I make, I will bring a good amount of logic to it. And if it ends up being wrong, I can explain why it went wrong with more logic. Like, yeah. I never have a take that's not backed up by at least some piece of logic. Except for Michael Porter Jr. sucks.
Romp has a troll for you, and I don't know who Duran is.
What if you end up with Duran instead of Chet? I mean, what if we end up with Duran instead of Chet? Then we'll have Jalen Duran, and we won't have Chet, and then I will cry, and then we'll move on.
And then you'll get blocked, Romp. All right?
Unless he makes a video like Jalen Duran next superstar Bam Adebayo clone. Which will get like 100K views because Romp knows his algorithm. What player from Gonzaga is balling out right now in the league? Sabonis? Rui's playing well. He's just not playing enough. Kispert's still... Here's the thing. Like, Kispert's still a rookie. Jalen Suggs still a rookie, so you gotta give them time. Am I forgetting? I mean, Kelly Olynyk's solid. The thing is, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that like, pisses me off when it comes to the Gonzaga conversation. Like, Gonzaga players never do anything in the league. Gonzaga never gets top recruits. Gonzaga, before this year, Gabe, in their program history, had only had 2 5-star recruits. Ever. Duke and Kentucky will get 3 in a year.
What was John Stockton?
I mean, he was from Gonzaga.
But was he, like, highly sought after?
Like, out of high school? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Nah. No, like, Gonzaga was nothing back then. Like, Gonzaga almost went Division II after John Stockton played there. That's how, like, their program was. Like,
that boy was bad. That's a bad man right there.
Yeah. She was too bad other things, but anyway.
That's my boy.
We don't associate with John Stockton, so don't worry about it.
He said anti-university.
Yeah, we don't associate with. Dude, he got his tickets taken away for that. Like,
yeah.
So
yeah.
Even the school wasn't associated with him due to that.
Yeah,
so
he said
you don't give the school an L for that.
Yeah, he said they said he was just too big of a name to be walking around with no mask.
He was referencing a article that said that CJ McCollum got injured because of the vaccine.
Really?
Which is just completely untrue. At least that's what I heard.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't want to get too deep into talking about vaccines or anything, but...
The media's never lied to us before, and they're not going to start right now.
Even when they completely disagree, they're both telling the truth, so...
Both of them, okay?
Bro, he can have his opinion, I just don't have... That doesn't mean I have to like it. Do I have to like it? Nope. Do you have to like that I don't like it? Nope.
Yeah, he's definitely going hard against the vax, and he's like a white old Kyrie, you know?
What? I mean, sure.
Yeah,
but he plays he played defense though. That's
He's like
the
a white old Nicki Minaj, you know?
Where are you? Just stop.
I'm thinking of anti-vaxxers.
You just call, bro. But you hear yourself? You just called John Stockton a white old Nicki Minaj, bro. I think it's time to. I think you took one too many gummies today.
I don't have any, man. I'm out. I've been out for weeks.
Dro, I can say I think his opinion is ridiculous. I can say that. What's wrong with me saying that? I can say that. Because he's literally referencing an article that says hundreds of athletes have dropped dead on the field. Athletes that haven't died. An article that said that CJ McCollum got injured due to the vaccine, which is completely untrue. So yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I was.
And here's the thing: it's like he went to Gonzaga, bro. I don't want to dislike him. Like, I just think that's ridiculous. So if you don't like that, I think that's ridiculous. That's fine. We don't. Cool. Like, you can have whatever opinion you want on it, man. I'm not here to change your mind or say anything, but like, I ain't afraid to speak my mind. You know what I mean? You know that, Dro. So. Will CJ speak up? I don't know. I mean, I didn't see the exact article, but I heard people talking about it. Like, that's what was said in the article that John Stockton was referencing. So, like, I think that's ridiculous. You know, you can have legitimate concerns with a vaccine, and I understand it. Even if I don't have the same concern. Like, I understand why somebody would have maybe a concern with something. Yeah, like, that's the thing, is I'm not here to, like, change anybody's mind or anything. But there's some point where it's like, dude, CJ should not get hurt because of the vaccine. And these athletes have died. So shut up.
I was surprised when because he was referencing something, saying like 100 athletes, but I think he was talking mostly about soccer players. But I never really heard about that many soccer players dying to the.
We would have heard about it.
Yeah, I know. Well,
like remember when like Keontae Johnson went down? How big of a story it was.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, he went down. I mean, it wasn't necessarily linked to COVID, but he had COVID, and then myocarditis came from COVID. So
yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's the thing. It's Dro, I'll give my opinion on things, man. You don't have to care about my opinion on things, but I'll give my opinion on things, man. You don't have to care. When did I say you had to care? Trust me, this is a conversation that's that really matters, bro. I don't know what you're trying to get off on.
And me and Tori definitely like come at this conversation from different points of view.
Yeah, me and you don't even agree. Yeah, like me and Gabe don't even agree on this, but it doesn't, like, that's the thing.
Yeah, it's all
like,
good. Like
me and Gabe disagree on some things, but I respect Gabe's difference of opinion. I'm cool with Gabe's opinion on things. Here's what's crazy, Gabe. Is you can disagree and respect people thinking about things in a little different way and still disagree with them. I know that's, like, crazy, but
then
like, you can honestly, you can have it. I can
accept them for having it. You accept them for who they are.
Mm-hmm.
You accept that they're coming from a different point of view, and as long as they're not being like,
I mean, I might sit here and call. I might sit here and call one of your opinions like ridiculous, but it's like, okay, why do you think like that?
But I have to
like, or why do you think that way? You know what I mean? Like, I want to know. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing though. Is like, if you have an opinion, I want to know why you think that way. I'm not sitting there attacking it. But like, if you start saying things that are just blatantly false, then it's like, okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and
right?
If I hear someone say that I'm being ridiculous, I have to understand that they're coming from a point of view, and then I need to figure out why they think it's ridiculous, rather than get mad at them calling me ridiculous.
Trevin says this stream hitting all areas of the season hiatus streams. We really are. We're hitting every note, Trevin. I told you we wanted to throw it. You know, I wanted to throw it back a little bit, so I figured let's just do it all in one stream with Gabe here.
I am showing all of the restraint that could ever be shown. All right? I am nailing this.
Nope.
All right? I don't even know what that is. I'm glad I don't know what that is.
We're
Can't be good if Romp's interjecting with it.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just a hot topic, and I don't want to get.
Yeah, I'm not.
You know what I mean? Like that's not what this channel's for. You know what I mean?
So, oh man, yeah. Go on, you talk, because I'm about to.
I don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah, and I probably should, go too deep on this. But I mean, like, me and you disagree on a lot of stuff. That's fine. Like, that's completely cool. Like,
It's
we can sit here and be, fun. Dude. Like,
you got to be honest.
I know you don't consider me a friend, Gabe, but I consider you a friend. We can sit here and I can consider you a friend.
Consider you a friend?
Because you secretly hate me.
No.
Because you secretly hate me and just use me so you can up your graphics game.
That second part we won't talk about, but no, I think it's way more fun. It's just tough to have conversations with people that disagree.
Yeah, you're never gonna have it on like a platform for basketball. You know what I mean? So we haven't even talked about stuff since the quarantine. The thing is, in the quarantine, we were just bored. We had no basketball to talk about. Yeah. We had nothing to talk about. But it's like we were still on a stream,
and everything was heavily political.
Yep,
dude, it was like you couldn't escape it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So and I know some people probably don't like even if I say the word vax. You know what I mean? Like, but some people don't like if I say the word stots. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I've discovered is there's going to be people that don't like what we say no matter what we say. So, yeah. Like, we didn't even go that in depth on it. It's just John Stockton. Well, we were talking about Gonzaga, man, and somebody had to bring up John Stockton. Oh, you brought up John Stockton. Never mind.
I was literally.
I was wondering how we got here.
Because I just knew that he was a Gonzaga great.
But see, this is what people are. Okay, what is with you and Chet? Really? I don't know, Todd. What is with me and Chet? I don't know. Maybe I'm a Gonzaga fan, man, and we got a game tomorrow, and I'm nervous.
Who do they play?
Arkansas.
Woo!
Memphis was underseeded though. Memphis is good. Like talent wise, they were playing really well. I have confidence going into tomorrow, but I'm still nervous.
I got a question for you. What do you think Gary should name his channel? Just Spurs Fan Gary or Spurs Fan Gary Live?
The first one is better than the second one. The second one has too many words.
He'd have to be live all the time, too. It just reminds me of Larry King Live. And he's an old man.
Spurs Fan Gary's fine. Like, I have Blazers Uprise Live, but that's because it's a channel for just, like, live streaming
just
separate
live
from post-game shows.
It doesn't have to be Spurs Fan Gary. I mean, what else?
I mean... Spurs Fan Gary rolls off the tongue.
It just does.
Yeah, but the problem is if he brings on like a second, if he ever finds a co-host.
Yeah, then it's all about him. Yeah.
Spurs Fan Gary and Jerry.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. I think he's gonna do it though. I'm excited. I'm telling him get in now while there's no Blazers. Sorry, no other Spurs channels.
Yeah. SFG Live.
He'd have to go live, though. I don't think he's going to do everything live, if anything.
Yeah, Spurs Fan Gary's fine, man. Like, Spurs Fan Gary's legit. Like, they don't have, like, a team nickname other than Spurs, so...
Yeah.
Like, you guys have, like, the Valley.
Right. But either way, it's good to have that in his title. But...
And there's not really any, like, wordplay you could do off the word Spurs that wouldn't be cringy.
Give me a cringy one.
I don't even know. I'm not from the South.
Spurs Confederates Live.
What?
I don't know. You said the South and cringy.
No, I meant not like the South as in the Civil War.
The South Will Rise Again podcast.
Dude, you need to stop. I need to close this stream down, man. This is the type of conversation, the type of jokes for your stream, not mine. I meant like South, like a spur is like a. Isn't it like a what? So what even is a spur?
So I'm pretty sure it goes on the back of a cowboy boot.
Exactly.
And
I'm
it's
not
meant for you
a
to, like,
cowboy.
you know,
I'm
yeah.
I'm not a I'm not.
Ooh, Romp said spur of the moment.
That's corny.
Romp, are you gonna take that?
Hey man, I just got. I will give my honest opinion on anything, man. I don't care. That's for all the hate that Romp's giving you. You know, I got you, Gabe.
Romp said he was trying to be corny.
Sure.
Right?
Sure you were, bro.
Man.
Spurs fan Gary is just the easiest thing, dude. Honestly, I'll end off the stream with this. I had some terrible name ideas for this channel.
Yeah, tell him the name. Have you told him?
No, I've never actually said like some of the name ideas I had on stream. So I'll end off the stream with this. For everybody that's stuck through this like winding journey we've gone on this stream.
Do you have the list? Okay, it's on your phone. These
yeah,
are so good.
Yeah.
These are just too good.
Too good as in horrible.
Save the worst one for last.
Dude, I don't even know what is the worst one.
Well, then give the good ones first.
They're all terrible. Oh god, they're all terrible. The good ones first? None of them are good. Blazer Fanatic.
Welcome to Blazers Fanatic Live.
I think that's a good intro voice. That's a good intro voice, honestly. Blazer Fanatic I feel like is better than Blazers Fanatic.
Blazer Fanatic. We'll never tank would be the tagline. We'll never tank.
Blazer Maniac, because like Blazer Mania was like a motto for a bit.
Yeah. See, that one's not that bad.
Blazers Palace, which is like a dude on Twitter now, but like I didn't even know who that was, and I came up with that as a potential channel name.
So what's the Palace all about?
I don't know. I was just like, I want to hear you come up with a good Blazers. You can't even come up with a good Spurs name. You're sitting here asking my Blazers chat for a good Spurs name for Gary. Blazers Fiend.
Blazers themed. That was a very vague one. Welcome to Blazers themed.
Blazer Fanatic sounds like a podcast about weed.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Oh man, Alvaro, quit trying to dox my coffee spot, bro.
I got a good Blazers name.
Why is Alvaro trying to dox my coffee spot?
Blazed and confused.
What?
That sounds like another weed one. That sounds even more.
No,
like
that's just you every day, bro.
Yeah, that's my life. That's my motto.
If you ever came up with like a personal channel or a vlog channel, that could be the name of it.
Yeah, and it would have nothing to do with Blazers.
We have Blazers Hub.
Okay.
It became a point where I was just putting words on the end of Blazers, okay?
No,
so
I was gonna name me and Gary's Husker channel. I was gonna name it Corn Hub. So I went with that. I went with that too. But we chose against it.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
Anyway.
Corn Hub!
Yeah, I mean,
it's got a ring to it. I don't know. It sounds like something, but I don't know what.
You gotta stop, bro. You just gotta stop right now.
I like Blazers only fans. That is awesome, Alvaro. That's fucking awesome.
Blazing the Trail. That wouldn't have been a bad one. I feel like somebody already has that though.
Yeah, that's
Gabe hitting the wax right now. Yeah,
I wish I had wax.
We have what? Blazers Express, Blazers Rebellion, Blazers Mission.
Terrible.
Absolutely horrible.
Just so bad.
Blazers Enterprise.
What are you, renting cars with Blazers bumper stickers on it?
We're renting Chevy Blazers or whatever. Yeah. Alvaro says Blazers Colt.
The rebellion one got me too. Blazers rebellion, because that, like I told him, Trevin, I'm like, dude, that sounds like you hate the Blazers and you're rebelling against them.
No, we're rebelling against all the crappy media. That was the thought.
Blazers mission makes no sense. No sense, dude.
Somebody needs to clip this for stream highlights after the season. We going through these names. Actually, honestly, this whole stream could be a clip. That would maybe get me canceled because you're less cancelable than me.
You can cut a lot of this out, though. I'm sure. You've got that technology.
Blazers brain. That's Alvaro's. That's not mine. But
that. I literally don't
what?
hate that. I know
Blazers brain.
Like that is so arrogant of you. But I like it.
Big brain Blazers.
That sounds sarcastic.
Blazer junkie.
That works. It's not as good as Uprise, but it works. It's the most
Grump says
coherent
Blazers
one, yeah.
edge, and he's asking for a 5-minute timeout.
What is that? Is that already something?
Yup.
He doesn't know that.
That's the thing that spawned meringue.
I guarantee you he doesn't know that.
I think he does. There's no way he just come up with that.
That's true.
There's no way.
Shut up.
We have is that all of them? Oh. Oh god, this was probably the worst. This one's so bad. It's so corny. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Blazers proud.
That sounds like a hashtag.
I know.
That sounds like y'all's hashtag for the year. That's not that bad. I think Blazers mission makes the least amount of sense. You know?
Or I could have done it like Mission Blazers. Like Mission Dash Blazers. I also had that one.
That comes across as like, what's your mission? Our mission is to be the Blazers. It's like, well, you already are, so what else?
Yeah. I mean, but like Locked On podcast, it's like Locked On Blazers.
Right. But they have a Locked On for everything.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, like I don't know. That was like kind of where I got inspiration for that one from.
No, you picked the right one.
And then I had this one called Blazers Uprise.
And you were like, that's it. That actually makes sense in English.
Yeah, well, honestly, like I liked that one the most, but it was like I got it from the playoff motto from like Brandon Roy's first playoff series, like that year. The playoff motto was Rip City Uprise.
Smart.
So I just took it from that.
Smart.
But that was like when I first like fell in love with the Blazers, so
right.
Like
that makes sense. No, it's got like an actual relationship. That word has a relationship with the Blazers. Historical relationship, you know. Rather than just some random word like Operation Blazers.
Operation Blazers. Now you got me thinking like what other words just fit along with
1, 2, 3 Blazers. Like just what were you thinking? Oh.
Oh, that's so funny. Rise With Us was a different year, Mekmal. I think that was the year after or the year before. I don't know. Maybe Uprise was the second playoff year. I don't remember. But Rise With Us was... I think Rise With Us was like a season motto, though. And then they had Rip City Uprise off of that. Like, President Blazers.
Like, there's Blazers only fans, but I like Blazers only. Blazers only. That's way less bad than Blazers Mission. Or Mission Blazers.
Yeah, I mean, but I had ones like that were better than Blazers only.
Yeah.
Like, which one do you think was the best out of the ones that I named, other than obviously the one I went with?
Blazer Fanatic.
Blazer Fanatic. See, but like that.
But that would have been a
I was
solo
collaborating with true Blazer fans, so I felt like it was too close to that.
True. Yeah, you couldn't have been true Blazer fan and the Blazer Fanatic. That would have been freaky.
Yeah, like it was too close to his. Which true Blazer fan is actually a good name for.
Yeah.
Because I'd start off every video that I did with him, I'd always say, "What's going on, true Blazer fans? It's Tori, back with another video. Make sure to bang that subscribe button, bang that like button, and
Stop
bang
saying
that bell.
Bang so hard. That's so weird.
And go over to Gabe's channel and bang his bell."
Oh boy. So was that the term you were using? Bang?
No, I didn't
then?
say all that.
Okay.
But I would say, "What's going on, true Blazer fans? Welcome back to another video." Blazer fiend, Blazer lover.
Blazer themed, dude.
Blazer lover just makes it sound like I'm gonna get cheated on by the Blazers, man.
Or it sounds like it sounds bad. Like when they call you a lover of something you're not supposed to be a lover of. Oh, Gary, where art thou?
Tori the Blazer, my Blazers. That's just a ripoff off of freaking 2K, man. Alvaro's comment. I'm not even gonna read it off. Don't read it off, but it's funny. Oh my goodness.
How about Blazers Heaven?
Blazers Heaven? No such thing. Blazers Hell?
Blazers Hell.
Blazing Hell? Yeah.
How about Locked On wait.
T-Dog Talks Blazers. Actually, honestly, like, my nickname in high school was Bones, so it would be Bones Talks Blazers. Or I could have done Jacked Ramses.
Yeah, so his name is Jack Ramsey.
That was our coach for our championship year.
Who is?
Jack Ramsey was the name of our coach, like our legendary coach.
Okay, so that's where he got the name.
Yeah.
His name is not Jack Ramsey.
No, his name is not.
So where does jacked come from then?
Because they're jacked. I don't know where the jacked part comes from. I never understood that.
Because physically he is not jacked. Am I correct?
I'm not gonna say yes or no.
So no.
I'm not. I'm not gonna give a clippable moment.
I'm just asking.
I'm not jacked either, so I'm the last person that you're jacked, Gabe. You can give people crap for not being jacked, but I'm not. Jacked.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't give them crap for that.
You would absolutely flex on. Dude, you flex on me all the time. You tell me I need to start lifting, start eating protein.
No. Do your thing.
Corn.
I want you nice and weak. I want you nice and feeble. For when we play each other.
I'm too quick for you.
That's why I'm working on my mobility. Do you think I'm?
You better start stretching them hips, Gabe.
I'm on the treadmill and I'm doing I'm doing lateral treadmill stuff. I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me.
I'm too shifty for you.
That's what I'm counteracting.
Like, right? dude, spam your shift key. Still shiftier.
You're shifty. You're shifty. You know.
Can you
just
dunk?
gotta? No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I could maybe rim graze. It's been a while. I've dropped like 20 pounds since I last tried to dunk, so maybe I could.
I dunked in game on Tuesday. Now there was no defense being played because it was the last possession. We were up 15, but
yeah. See, I didn't get the good genes. Like
what do you mean the good genes, bro? You probably have a taller standing reach than me.
No. I
don't got wingspan.
My wingspan's just super. like I'd be. It's probably just as tall as I am. Absolutely,
Same for
no
me.
more.
Same
Yeah.
for me. I need to get a tape measure. I need to like measure it. Like,
Yeah, I
okay,
don't
so
know.
you know, like a normal house has 8-foot ceilings, right?
Yeah.
Can you put your palm on the ceiling?
Like just standing?
Yeah, just standing.
Hell no.
Can you touch the ceiling just standing without being on your toes?
Jesus. Here. Yeah, I'm touching it.
Okay. Are you like
With my middle finger.
okay, barely?
I mean, I guess I can get 3 fingers on the.
Okay,
on
so
the
you probably
ceiling.
have an 8'1" standing reach. I think mine's like 8'1.5", 8'2".
Yeah.
Tori, when you're 10 years older, no more dunking. No, actually, I'll be in better shape then than I am now.
Yeah, man.
Because by that
35
point,
years
I will
old.
eat healthy. Because I won't be a kid in game
Isn't it-
size anymore.
Isn't it crazy how all these NBA players have such ridiculous reaches compared to
Yeah.
their height? It's not fair.
Except Tyler Hero, but yeah.
Is he average?
Yeah, I think he has a negative wingspan.
Huh. Yeah. That's crazy. Little T-Rex arms.
Anyways,
I'm excited to play versus you, though, man. I'm gonna impress you. You're gonna be
Yeah.
like, wow, okay. But you might get your dubs. But I'm not gonna be ill prepared. I won't let that happen. I respect you too much to come ill prepared.
it'll be good. It'll be a video on the main channel.
I sent you a picture
FYI.
of that hamstring curl machine, and you go, "Do you need me to tell you how to use that?"
Well, you did. Okay, so Gabe sends me this picture of this, hamstring curl machine. No context. No, like he didn't. It was literally
I'm
just the
letting
picture.
You know the
like-
lengths that I'm going to be ready.
Bro, we're playing basketball. It's not a bodybuilding competition.
You're 25. Talk to me when you're like 32. You'll know
I'll be
what
better
I'm.
when I'm 32. I'll be
You'll
in my
know what I'm
prime.
talking
I'll have a late prime. Trust me.
Yeah. It's possible. I still feel like I'm plenty good at this age. I don't feel like I've lost anything, but I've never been that good at defense. That's the point. I've never been that shifty side to side. So I'm trying to be better than I ever have been before as far as being able to open my hips and move with you and follow you.
Yeah. See, I just need to get my cardio up a little bit, and I'm fine. Because I've blocked Peyton Pritchard.
Well,
Honestly, though, I used to
have.
be a pretty good defender in high school. Like I could stay in front of D1 caliber guys. Yeah, like small D1, like not good D1, like bad D1, but still bad D1's good.
Yeah,
Like-
I've definitely got my work cut out for me there, with you. I've seen
But I'm not the same
highlights.
defensively. I don't know. I mean, honestly, dude, when we talk about playing one-on-one, and then when you're, like, humble about it, it really throws me for a loop, because I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna destroy you, I'm gonna...
Yeah, you are. You're gonna.
Bro, be competitive!
Well, I'm trying to set. I want
Trash
you to be-
talk me!
I need some gamesmanship here.
No,
This is
don't be Larry
gamesmanship.
Fitzgerald.
I want you
Talk
to show
your-
up nice and fluffy. I want you to show up thinking that I'm just an old man, and then when you
I'm not gonna... No. You're not gonna play hooky on me. It's not gonna work. Because here's the thing.
Dude, we gotta get Romp up there.
I know Rump will talk trash, and that'll get... That'll
Get you amped up.
Yeah.
How about a game of 21 between the three of
Oh,
us?
absolutely.
Oh,
dude,
but we
I'm
need Eric
splitting.
too.
Are we gonna do me and Eric versus you two?
No. Like, I want to. Well, we should definitely do 2v2, but also like a game of like 4 people, 21.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
AJ, the only thing I regret about basketball is stopping growing in junior year of high school. That's all I regret.
Same. I stopped growing sophomore year, so.
I probably stopped sophomore year too.
But-
Sucked, man.
Anyway, yeah, I will, dude. I will probably, dude. If we play anything that's gonna be a video on the main channel, I'm diving on the floor for a loose ball. All right.
I will. I'm not gonna cheat you like that. I'm not. I'll do the same.
Bro, I can't sit here and talk about like how competitive I am. Like, I told you I'm too competitive. You might hate me. By the end.
No, it'll bring the best out of me too, because I'm the same way, and I play better when I'm turned up.
We're gonna hate each other. It's gonna be beautiful.
You know, but I'm gonna put the body on you. You know what I mean? You're gonna feel it.
All right, and then I'm gonna call a charge.
But how do I weigh less than you?
What do you mean? How do you weigh less than me, dude? I'm not like I got a little bit of a gut, man. Like,
well, keep it.
Okay, I'm just fine.
Don't get rid of it.
It doesn't affect me, bro. I'm like Zion, without the athletic ability, but you know, and I don't know what that means, but.
Complaining about 6'4" is wild, dude. In basketball terms, we're tiny.
Tori the type to yell, "I got ball." What you act like that's not a normal thing, AJ. I'll be sitting there yelling left, switch. Well, you gotta call out screens even if you're not playing hard because you don't want anybody to get rocked by a screen. So if you don't call out screens, I will literally cuss you out. I
thought you were gonna say call out screens during one-on-one. Like, yeah, you're gonna go that hard.
Yeah, on offense, I'm gonna call left, and you're just instinctually gonna.
I'll turn and look. You'll blow by.
It's genius. Take a video of your jump shot. Do you want... Hold up. I have a video of my jump shot. Y'all want to see a video of my jump shot? Y'all want to see a Twitter video from a while ago or my last Rec League game I played where I hit it on a defender? Alright. Should I do the last Rec League game? The one I made?
Yeah. Show them that 4-on-4 Rec League where everyone wears sweatpants and random sweatshirts.
What do you mean, bro? Our Rec League's solid, alright? Don't hate on our Rec League, okay?
Show them. You're solid.
Screw it. Let's just watch through the Rec League footage to end this stream, since that's what the people want. That's what the people will get.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to get traded over here off of OKC.
See, I play that real basketball. You play.
I've been playing real basketball. Man. I'm doing everything necessary to get the ring rust off.
I mean, okay.
You know, I don't. I prepare well, man. I really do. I over prepare. And if my jumper is where it should be, you know, I could easily skunk you if we're doing make it take
sure.
it. If we're doing make it take it, but then you'll turn around and go hard as hell and beat me, you know. But you know how shooting can be. If you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
Watch, first time we play, you'll probably hit you'll just shoot.
My jumper's not in the best spot right now, to be honest with you. I ain't even gonna lie about that.
Keep it that way for me.
No, I need to figure it out, bro.
I really can't wait to play Romp. You know? Dude flails all over the court.
Does he?
No, I'm just saying that in case he's watching.
I can't, like, move this. Why can't I move this?
He's an emotional basketball player.
There you go. Is he? Like, what do you mean by emotional? Like, he cries if he misses a shot?
No, but he'll chirp at the refs, you know? He flops.
Oh, well, I mean, he's a fan of Embiid and Harden, so...
Yeah, he's a wannabe flop bro. He flops, you know, he's got good vision and everything, but sometimes he'll settle for shots that he knows damn well he shouldn't be taking, but you know.
All
Pretty
right.
good, though. He's good.
No, I mean he played in college, so he has to be.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me get the chat on my phone. Let me do that real quick. I got your footage. Your footage, Gabe. All right, so what y'all want to see? Let me know what you want to see from this game. Let me know what move, what bag choice you want. All right.
Show him that juicy air ball.
No, I'm not going to show him the air ball.
Show him that juicy alligator arm shot you put up when you
Bro,
were
I told you
tired.
my shot's not in a good place right now. I told y'all that. I told y'all. But the other team had a dude that played at Portland State. This guy, that big guy, red shirt, solid as hell. Our rec league's solid. Like we have like a good amount of like former college or like high school players in there. Jack will come in our chat a little bit. He's solid.
Jack Ramsey?
No,
Just
Jack
kidding.
In my rec league. But only offense clips for me. All right, y'all wanted a bucket right away. All right, y'all wanted a crossover in a bucket. Y'all wanted a crossover in a bucket. Easy.
Now watch this guy.
That's what I'm doing to you. That's what I'm doing to you, Gabe.
Watch this guy in a wheelchair guarding him.
What wheelchair? You're gonna be in a wheelchair.
He pushed his wheelchair off to the side. It's holding his oxygen tank.
Like 6'4" guy gonna do that to y'all, man. Everybody is like, they either think I'm shorter than I am, or I feel like they think I can't like dribble or do stuff.
Yeah, that's what my concern is. I know you'll try to move me around and do some dumbass step backs and all that stuff. And
That was a 20-year-old Dro, and trust me, I'll do the same thing to you, man. Javara says I've never seen Blevins do that.
I heard Chiefin would cook you. I can't remember who told me that.
No chance. No chance.
It might have been Chiefin himself.
No shot. Oh, this isn't fully on the screen. Let me fix this. Hold on. Let me make sure this is fully on the screen. Let's see the jumpers. I'll get you a jumper.
Show him the alligator jumper.
Dude, this still isn't like fully on the screen. I need to make it smaller.
It looks pretty decent on my phone. It looks full screen on my phone.
Yeah, no, it's just a little too big. There we go. That's better.
what she said. Go on, though.
Yeah, of course.
Not to me. She never said that to me, but I've heard some guys have run into that issue. And
Oh, I'm sure. Listen to those sticks clang.
so that was a nice little jumper.
These guys are solid, man. I'm telling you. Like, this rec league's fun. It's 20-second shot clock. Look at that dime. Look at that assist, Gabe. Look at that little one-hand flick.
Is that John Stockton?
No.
How do you know?
Shut up. You'll see the jumpers. I'll have a jumper coming. You can find jumpers on my Twitter media feed. You just have to go back through, like, hundreds of media tweets. Did I throw that pass? I wasn't looking.
I think
Oh yeah, there's another dime for y'all. All right,
I missed it.
Eric says I can't pass.
Well, Eric's your teammate, so he sounds like a grievance.
Yeah, because he just posts up and I throw it straight into him, and it's not impressive.
Eric's got some post moves, man. That's one thing I wish I had was post moves.
You use arrow keys to go back? I literally never knew that. I recorded a game on yesterday and had the camera backwards. I set it up like against my bag, and I had it just recording my bag. And not, the bag that mattered.
I was gonna say, was it like metaphorical? You're like,
nope,
I'm gonna show you
my
my
literal
bag. Oh. Got a video of me reaching deep into my bag.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm so weary. Of
look at that pull up. Look at that pull up, bro. Are you the type to like back up if I start driving?
No, I'd run at you and put my. Well, driving?
Yeah.
Go back. I want to see how he defended you.
I sold. Okay, so I used the screen to get him to commit to the right.
Well,
and
you slid him all the way out of the way. So.
Yeah. So.
You would have been so mad if you missed that.
Eric would cook everyone in 1-on-1 with his muscle. Oh yeah, that's also gonna happen to you, Gabe. This is gonna be romp, actually.
Just drop romp off, nice and easy. See, but I would have been reaching.
Y'all wanted where's the jumpers soon? The jumpers soon, I think. I don't know which possession it is. Oh yeah, that's favorite move. Easy claps.
Little campaign action. That kind of looked like an Alfred Payton move, if I'm being honest.
Alfred, bro, don't Alfred Payton, dude. If I had a waterfall in front of my face as a hairdo.
Tori's like, I'm exhausted. The Wendy's girl had me up all night.
Dude,
okay.
I'm a hang up the Skype call if you say
like
Wendy's.
The in and out.
One more time, man.
I like the in and out and the floater off the backboard. It's clean.
Yeah, what does Wendy's have to do with anything?
I just figured that's what you're thinking about when you're, iceling.
No, I don't.
You will next time.
Yes, no. I might once. I'll just think about you and I'll think about her.
Like, damn it! Why did he make me think of that?
That was a bad turnover. But... Jumpers. Oh, I missed that though. That was bad. I like that. That move was good though.
I know you're mad about that.
Yeah.
But those are tough, man. When you're fading to the left and you're floating back across your body with your right hand, those are tough. So when
I like those though. I expect to hit those because
when they go in there, it's like, wow, that's a really tough shot.
That's like my move though. Like my favorite type of shot to drive because you can't block it. It's just like driving left and then just hanging with the right in a way that they don't expect.
But it's not easy. It's not.
Yeah. Dimers. Yeah, scout me, guys. Am I better than Chet yet? Because my arms are a little thicker.
Good old Chet. I wish he had a cooler name. I feel like Chet is such a weird
Chet's an
name.
awesome name because it's unique. Like, we don't need another Jalen, you know?
Oh,
alright. You guys wanted a jumper? You guys wanted a call for the ISO and a jumper? There's your jumper. Alright. Is that what you guys wanted to see?
He didn't believe in you. He was like, "This dude's a liability. Leave him alone."
I mean, you don't want to let me get to the rim. Like, honestly, I would defend me, like, let me... if you had to choose one. Yeah, there's your jumper. I was annoyed with that guy's miss, Trevin. Yes, I threw him a dime and he missed a wide open layup. Yeah, I was frustrated. Alright, see ya, AJ. Anyway, there's my jumper. There's a little footage.
Show me just the jumper again.
Oh, you want just the jumper again? Okay,
Yeah.
Sure.
Just show me the release. Oh, did you pull the video down?
No, I still got it right here.
My bad. Just show me the release.
Release good to you? Form solid. A little low set point on that one.
No, I don't see anything wrong with it.
It's all about the release, though.
I don't see anything wrong with it.
I just have a weird hitch. Like, I shot, like, yesterday, everything felt perfect, and it was, just barely off, but I was, like, missing hitting the inside of the rim.
Ugh, I hate that feeling.
Yeah, it's the worst, so. Anyway. LaMelo set point. I don't have my elbow out like that though. I'm like right. I'm like here. It's a solid. You know, it's solid, but it's one motion. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you just get it up quick, like. If you hold it high and you hold it here for a second and then you shoot, it's a lot easier to block than if you just get it up. Like, Steph has a low set point. Dame even has a low step point, but they, like, get it up quick. It's like one motion.
The only difference between our jumper, I feel like, and it does not matter. Literally, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make either of us better. It's just difference. I feel like you hold the ball a little bit further away from your body, and I feel like I keep the ball a little bit closer to my body, and I release the ball a little bit closer to my face than you do. But that's it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, I had a Twitter. Let me find the Twitter video. Because, like, I've messed around with my jump shot too much, so it changes from month to month. Like, I don't shoot consistently the same way. So...
That's gotta change.
I mean, mostly it's the same way.
Figure out which way... Figure out the successful way for
honestly,
you.
no, I'm over-exaggerating it, honestly, if I'm being for real. I'm going through all my media. All right, what about y'all want full quarters?
We need to pull up some romp game highlights.
See, that set point's higher, and I'm shooting from full. Or not from full, from half. Oh god, the basket's off the freaking screen. Y'all gonna think I missed.
Convenient camera angle. So convenient.
I just gotta. No, how about I just do it here? That's probably the easiest way to do it. All right. See, like I was shooting with a higher set point back then. I'll probably cut off like parts of the stream in the post editing, but.
That's a better angle. Nice arc. But how many in a row are we going to get here exactly?
From half, how many do you think you're going to get in a row?
But that's
how many
more
would you make in a row, Gabe?
But that... not... I don't know that many, but that's not half court. That's half court. That's
it's half court, but also to the side, so...
That's half
it's
court.
Also, like, on the sideline.
That's half court if you're Brittany Griner.
That's at least 30 feet.
In a jail in Russia, and they're letting you shoot on a tiny little court. But that's not half court, dog. That's like where
30
you're at.
feet. Bruh, I'm on the side. Bro, I'm on the sideline, though. Like, I'm I mean, like,
that's
it's half
not
court
even-
on this court. It's not fully half
Yeah.
court on, like, an NBA court, of course. But, like, that's
Or
30
college.
feet. Like,
Yeah.
like NBA three-point line's, like, right there. I'm at least a good, like, 8 feet behind that.
You're definitely behind the.
That's
3-point
30
line.
feet. Maybe slightly more. And that's, what, 4? That was 4 in a row. So...
I'm just seeing a close up of the rim. All right, there we go.
Hey, you talk a lot of trash. I want to see you shoot, man.
Me?
No, this guy. No, not you. I was just asking you to talk trash, man. I was just begging for you to talk trash. No, I was doing. I want to see his shots, man. Sorry, my shot isn't Steph-esque. Honestly, though, like, Steph shoots from down there, too. Like, everybody starts at their waist.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not. There's
Tripping.
nothing wrong with it. I don't
Hater.
think there's anything wrong with it.
Drew said, "What the f am I staring at?"
You just want to make sure that you're always doing it that way. If that's how you like to do it, don't have too many different set points. But you also shoot off of the move, so that's a different beast.
I don't shoot well enough off the move anymore. I used to shoot a lot better off the move.
Like when I see
He said,
somebody,
"Dude,
when I see an amateur shoot off the move, I expect it to brick every time. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's kind of the way I am now. I used to be a lot better shooting step backs and off the dribble. I'm trying to get back. I changed from shooting off middle finger, releasing off middle finger, to releasing off middle and pointer finger. And it's just inconsistent. I just got.
Yeah, I
used
was
to that
thinking
game,
about.
'cause
I was thinking about when you said that. When I was shooting this morning, I was like, "Do I shoot off my middle finger, or whatever?" But I don't know. I don't think I shoot off any specific finger. I feel like all of my fingers are touching the ball at the same time, and letting go at the same time, which is weird.
I guarantee you it's not. If you recorded it and slowed it down,
Probably
you'd be
not.
able to
Yeah.
tell if you had a good enough camera. But like, I mean, that's the thing. You probably never thought about your jump shot too hard. I've thought about mine too hard, and it's kind of messed me up actually. Recess Tori, what's the over/under for your points when the runs happen? Like the Blazers Uprise runs? Are we talking about like 5-on-5 to 21? Like what are we talking about here? Or like?
I'm so jealous of you guys getting to do that Blazers, like, sponsored outdoor 3v3.
Yeah.
That is so sick, man. They got to bring that back for y'all.
Do they not have that for the Suns?
I don't know. I mean, who the hell wants to play in Phoenix in the summer? You die.
Reese, I'm not going to go as high as 18.5 in a 21-point game. I pass.
Gary's really good at basketball too.
Is he?
Yeah.
One, two, three,
He had a wrist injury that was kind of making it so he couldn't shoot a lot, but
Yeah.
I think that's been healed up.
That's good.
Yeah, Gary's pretty good, man. And he's like 6'1", 6'2". You know. Nobody's got that Eric Brandt height.
Dude, Eric's a unit, man.
I know. I want to get that man on roids just to see it.
You want to get him on roids? What? What are you talking about? We need to wrap up this stream. We've been
I
going
want
for
to see
3
him
hours, bro.
playing basketball on roids. You don't?
He doesn't need roids. Why does Eric need roids?
Exactly.
Bro, are you trying to turn him into
Exactly.
Brock Lesnar? Like,
Yes. Eric Lesnar.
you gonna, like, surprise him with a jab when you, you meet him?
Yeah. Oh, hey, Eric, cool. Look over there real quick. Jab. Anyways, game's about to start.
He just doesn't even feel it.
Doesn't even feel it because he's just such a man. He doesn't feel that sort of pain.
Oh my goodness. What's my per 36 and what? Rec league or college?
How would you know? How would you know that?
In rec league, it's probably like 32.2 points per 36. Gotta stick true to my roots, you know? Eric is Yusuf Nurkic. Why do you think Eric loves Nurk so much? Nurk is him. Just Bosnian and 7 feet tall. Would Eric's voice get even deeper? Yeah, we're going to try and get him to surpass Gary.
Good luck.
Anyway. Anything else you want to say for this stream? I've enjoyed this stream.
Nah, man. Good job tanking. Hopefully you get another good tank L.
Hopefully we get a chat at the end of this too.
Yeah. You're just gonna break your own heart, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
My heart's in a permanent state of brokenness. So I mean, what's more heartbreak, man?
I hope you do get chat or Jabari.
I'll be cool. Yeah. Or Bankero.
Yeah.
I'll take Bankero too, man. I got no problem with Paul.
You guys just gotta start stacking them up and letting them grow and.
I've had top chat on this whole time. I should have had live chat on.
Yeah, I never do live chat.
I always forget to do live chat, and I know I'm missing comments.
I'm just looking at the Suns on Twitter. They are celebrating so much. Please calm down, boys. Please don't celebrate too soon.
Eason. You want Jovic and Eason over Chet, Bankero, or Jabari, Dro? Silence. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway. What does Gabe think about Cat versus Crowder beef today? One final question for you, Gabe.
Did you see it?
Nope.
So, Cat took off and just body bagged Crowder with a dunk. It was gorgeous. It was like a mind-blowing poster. And then they're guarding each other on the other end the next play. And they're just bumping each other a little bit. And then that turns into a little too much bumping. And then Cat can see that he's getting in Crowder's head. So he starts, clapping in his face, turns to the crowd, starts pumping the crowd up, And I said it right then and there. I said, this is exactly what the Suns need because they're sleepwalking through this game. And this is what they need. And it was. And it felt so good. It felt like $1 million was raining down on me when we beat them after all of that. And believe me, Pat Bev was running his mouth. They were all running their mouths. And so it was good. It was fun to see somebody you love like Jay Crowder get shown up and then get the last laugh. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It's freaking awesome.
Especially in a game that means everything to them and probably doesn't mean anything
nothing
to
us.
You guys.
No. They're all thinking about tomorrow when Chris Paul comes back versus the Nuggets.
Back that fast. Dude, everybody's coming back faster than normal this year.
Stupid, dude. Especially stupid for Chris Paul, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know why they need him back that fast, dude.
We're only 12-3 without him, And
That's
we only
crazy.
have one more game to win before we lock up the first seed. One game. And we're going to rush him back.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Doesn't
whatever.
If I'm not even going to put anything out there. I'm not even going to say
I know.
anything.
I'm thinking the same things and purposely not saying them. So
yeah.
I know what you mean. You're right. Yep. But I guess the last thing I'll say is bang, bang, Suns gang. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me?
Yeah, they've been doing that to me in chat, and I hate it too.
You're
I
gone.
really hate it.
I
really hate it.
I'm not going to let you say that on my stream.
I do promise I'll never say it again because that felt disgusting saying that.
Gabe, what is wrong with you, Gabe?
It wasn't me that said it. It was your boy.
This freaking dude.
It was your boy on Twitter.
Bro. Bang Bang Niners gang is a Niners thing, okay? Quit appropriating our slogans.
It wasn't me. It was your boy.
Who, dude, I have like 100 of those. Actually,
I
I have
didn't
like
tell you
almost
who
6,000
originated
of
that?
those. What's up?
I didn't tell you who originated
No, I
that?
know who originated that.
Okay.
No. Yeah. Yeah, because we were going through said Twitter, and I saw said tweet, and I saw said thing.
Okay.
And it
Okay.
should never be said again.
You're right. My apologies to the Niners Nation.
Your apology will be considered.
That's all I ask.
That needs to be a permaban, bro.
Oh, man.
That needs to be a no. Why are they running with the... Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, never mind, man.
I think you got to tune into our show tomorrow, dude. We have a show tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure Ramp 5.0 is going to make his first appearance.
He better have shades.
I don't know what he's going to be wearing, but I'm just so excited for everyone to be introduced to Ramp. You know, Romp's twin brother.
Dude, what's my brother's name again? I gotta remember.
Your twin. It's been so long since you've talked to him. You guys.
It's
so
sorry.
strange.
It's sorry. He says like super hot takes, and then he like apologizes for them. Well, I think he apologizes for them, but he just ends off every hot take with sorry.
And so he's Canadian.
But like he's saying his own name, so I don't know if it's like a flex, like a sign off, or if he's apologizing for just his outlandish takes. You know.
That'll be good, and we might even have Suns fan Larry. So it's the
we gotta set up a 4-person scene for you.
The positivity duo. Positivity duo tomorrow.
Sorry is from the real Vancouver. Dro, why are you talking about stuff nobody's talking about, my guy? I bet you if the Seahawks or the Niners get one in the next 15 years, it's going to be the Niners. So at least I have something to look forward to. Good for you. You have something to look back to as a Seahawks fan. But I got something to look forward to in baseball. I got something to look forward to in college basketball. I got something to look forward to in football. I don't know what the hell is coming in terms of basketball. So, like... Don't talk trash to my other teams because they're all in a better state than our Portland Trailblazers, alright? But at least we lost today by like 37. Dro, I did not ask. Buddy. Anyway. Did I used to be a Sonics fan? Nope. I always get that question. No. I live 15 minutes away from Portland, so... Alvaro says fun... Alvaro, I love Alvaro for stating this. Fun fact, Vancouver, Washington is the first Vancouver, British Columbia are frauds. That is absolutely correct.
Did not know that.
We were the first Vancouver, and they ripped us off, Gabe. They ripped us off. And... we were actually like a big like trading for like a big like before like Portland was a thing. We were actually like a thing. Like there's like history. Like downtown there's like historical Fort Vancouver. It used to be like a very like old like western fort.
Sounds problematic.
We got ripped off. So it's Vancouver, Washington, not DC, not BC. So.
Wow. Now they know.
Dro, am I not allowed to troll you back? Oregon better than WSU. Yeah, Washington State University sucks. What are you talking about? Mac Mall? I don't know what town that is. Dro, I'm really close to permabanning you, man. Like, you are testing me. I just want to get done with this stream with Harmony, right? And you're testing me. And it's 12:47 in the morning, and I don't have the energy for this. You need to stop.
You're ruining his vibe.
You're ruining the vibe, bruh. Read the room. I don't need... Bro, he says you need me for donations. I don't need your donations. I don't need anyone's donations. I appreciate donations, but, I mean, let's just be... Nobody's really been... We had one dono today for $2. It's fine by me. Like, I don't need donos. It's always cool when people, support like that. I appreciate it. I truly, truly do. It means the world to me. But I wouldn't say I need it.
1%er.
Yeah, bottom.
Bottom 1%er.
But if you were testing me, Dro, you need to chill, my guy. See, Dro will always type like this, but then whenever he's in our Twitter spaces, whenever we have them, it's never the same energy.
Come on, Dro.
It's always just super polite, and it's like,
Dro,
$2 dono. Thank you so much, Dro, for the $2 dono. Now I can eat tonight.
Man.
He says, happy birthday, Tori. Thanks for feeding me on my birthday, Dro. I really needed that donation, man. It means everything to me. Now I can go out and get a popsicle.
I was just say, you could get a $99 double cheeseburger or something. With
$99 for a double cheeseburger?
I mean 99 cents.
Damn, inflation's that bad?
Depends on where you get the burger.
Alvaro, it's not actually my birthday. It was just my mom's birthday, so happy birthday to her. But...
Happy birthday to Mama Tori.
Dude, a popsicle sounds actually really fire right now.
Yeah, I got wings.
I'm not gonna. I might go to the gas station and get something to drink, but
I already DoorDashed LMAO.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I need to save money, not spend money.
All right, man. Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I didn't expect it. I was expecting it to go 1 hour instead of 3. I didn't really expect this
Who cares?
to go the route it did, but it was fun.
We would have just been.
And hopefully people enjoyed. Shout out Grace for a $5 dono. Says, happy birthday, Tori's mom. I'll let you know that you told her happy birthday.
That has to go to your mom. That cannot go to you.
It will go to my mom. I'll buy her chocolates or something. I'll buy her something with it. Something a little extra and say it's from Grace in my live chat. But, no, my mom's really excited about our bracket pool game because she's in 4th and she has a chance to win.
Dang.
I told her, I was like, if you win, I'll make a video where I discuss, my bracket picks, just kind of overview the tournament, and I will name it My Mom Won My Bracket Pool.
Nice. Is Romp still in it?
Yeah, Romp's 5th, surprisingly, because his bracket was wild. His bracket was almost a coin flip bracket. It seemed like so. Romp, I think Romp has a chance if a team that nobody picks wins it all. So
Dro said give her that $1.99, so now she gets $6.
Bro, Dro, I needed that $1.99, dude.
Send
you said it yourself. I
$1.99,
needed
Dro.
that $1. You gotta send another $1.99, unfortunately. I know it's tough, man, but I need to eat tonight. This morning. Shout out Sude, $6.99 dono. He says, for the tank. Is this how I gotta get donos? I just gotta, sell out for them or ask for them?
Yeah,
is this how it works? Is this how you're gonna do it when you hit 1,000 subs, Gabe?
Oh, dude, I'm gonna try to see if I can get Sundo to striptease and everything.
Whoa, yeah, I don't know if you're gonna get donos for that.
You'd be surprised. Depends on how much
well, maybe
money
your
Burner
community.
has.
Maybe your community. My community is PG at worst. Your community is R at best.
It depends on how much money Burner has. If he's some sort of secret millionaire, we're gonna be freaking rich.
Now I can get a popsicle and a water. Thanks, Sude. Appreciate it.
Romp is calling. Let's see if it's Romp or Romp.
Oh shit, are you still alive?
He manages to cuss on your stream.
I know, dude.
When he's not
Literally
even
the
on
first
the
thing he's ever
show.
said on a post-game show is,
Bro, you guys are still alive?
We're chilling, dog.
That's crazy.
Well, We're almost done. I'll hit
The
you
reason
up.
we're still live is I want to put out stream
I
highlights.
got a big plan for gambling tomorrow, so
Oh god.
Tori, we gotta gamble.
Can you run your picks by me and I will approve them for you?
Yes.
Because
he wants us to run our picks past him.
yeah, we could do that.
That would be helpful.
I will tell you which ones will bang and which ones won't, because
I can say that.
the only time I've given you guys advice was don't bet on campaign. He was about to go 3 for 10, and what did he do? He went 3 for 10.
Am I still on the show? What's going on here?
It's just one of them things, Romp. You know. But yeah, we're ending it up. All right, we're gonna play probably the trumpets. There might be trumpets involved. And then
That's unfortunate.
Tell-
Actually, yeah, outro.
Messy look, you know.
he said Rom says he likes the messy look.
The messy look?
Yeah.
What messy look?
I think you could run that style and really make some noise in the Portland community. You know.
What is he talking about?
Get back out there. Get some action.
Are you talking about women?
Yeah, I'm talking about women.
Yeah, he's saying keep that messy hair look and you'll be out.
Bro, we're not.
Too, you know?
No, I'm not.
It has to be
Stop.
Kind of
Stop,
like a
bro.
Steelio girl situation.
We ain't about to start talking about woman again, okay?
Wow. Hey, Gary's calling in. Hold on. Gary, you are live on Blazers Uprise. What can we do for you? God, these guys, they're terrible on air. They're terrible. Go ahead and end it, all right?
Jay Shoops, I'll take that, man. Yeah, the reason the stream is gone, 3 hours and 20 minutes, I want to put out stream highlights in the off season, all right? And I needed some content for that. So this stream is content for that. And I can just take a clip and put it in like each video, and it'll probably, I got like 10 videos worth of clips here, you know? So got a lot of clips here. Eric's gonna come back and be like, what in the hell happened? The whole channel fell apart without
Like,
me.
did Gary even sound like he was coherent? Like,
No.
all I heard was like,
This is what happens when Eric leaves the region, bro. Eric is gone. Eric's in Nevada. Okay? Eric's in Nevada. This is what happens, bro. It's
Don't
like
ever leave us again, Eric.
Rob's sitting here cussing on stream. You got Gary, who's not even coherent.
Doesn't even know where he is.
You're talking about Lord knows what the hell you've been talking about all night, and I'm just allowing it to happen. So, and I'm out here showing my rec league footage.
This won't be a monetized stream. We'll more than likely.
It still might be. Why don't you think it'll be a monetized stream?
I don't know what gets monetized.
I think I'm in YouTube's good graces enough where it's like, you know, let 1 or 2 slide here and there. I think. Let me go to YouTube Studio. Content. It's still monetized. We'll see. After
you go.
they're gonna like after we stop going live, they're gonna like have their automatic checks, and they'll probably be like, you know, an alarm will probably go off in YouTube headquarters, and something will catch on fire.
They'll hear that story where I said I lost my chance to hook up with a hot black chick, and then it'll be unmonetized, dude.
Gabe, you can't, Gabe. You can't say that.
I'm biracial. I can say whatever I want.
I know, but like
Susan Wojcicki, come on. You know?
Well, what? You call her Wojcicki?
I don't know how to say her name. How do you say her name?
Wojcicki or something? I don't know.
That sounds
better
better than Wojcicki?
I think it's closer. She's not Dirk's mother. Nowitzki, Wojcicki, what?
She knows who she is.
Dro finally got his timeout, by the way.
There you go, Dro. Mac.
Okay, why? Why?
You know, humor sometimes demands absurdity, you know? Sometimes the more absurd, the funnier it is, you know?
Longest stream of all time? No, we've had free agent streams that have done like 7 hours streams,
dude.
But pretty long stream. I had to make up because I've been doing all these like 1 hour streams, you know, so I had to make up content. Held 100 viewers for a while given the content of the stream. Yeah, and then Gabe started talking about
God knows what.
He forgot this is a... What? How many dogs do you have?
Well, I got a lot.
How many do you have?
I got a lot, but these two are freaking out because they've been in their room for like 4 hours. Listen to me talk about the Blazers.
I just look over and you just have dogs on you. Shout out to Sude $10 dono. He says, I'll contribute to your mom's birthday gift too. Appreciate it, Sude. I will let her know that Sude and Grace are donating for her gift. And she will appreciate it.
Dang, dude, her gift is getting huge, bro.
Mm-hmm. I'll get her a, 12, 13 candles.
Perfect. It's a perfect mom gift.
It's a taking stream when creators play record clips. I mean, I like to have fun in stream. Gabe's saying some stuff that's, over the edge. Probably shouldn't be saying. And I am not liable for whatever the hell comes out this dude's mouth, okay? I will just say that now. And I don't approve everything that comes out of this dude's mouth, okay?
Who could be offended by me lamenting
Stop, shut up. I need to get the bleep noise on my computer so I can just bleep it half the time when Gabe talks and yeah. But this is what we were the first year though. This is how our streams were, honestly. So. Oh, Beavis, I saw that message, bro.
That was a quick ban. Holy cow.
Yeah. Was it a ban?
A quick timeout. I didn't even see.
I don't even know if anybody timed him out. I think he tried to say it and then retract it before I could see it. And I saw it, Beavis. And unacceptable behavior. I don't think anybody. I don't know if anybody else saw the Beavis comment, but. How are there still 69 people watching this, dude? We got 5 people in chat, which means there's 64 people out there that are still watching this, which is just crazy to me, because this stream is terrible. Gabe's gone. We're 3 hours, 25 minutes in. How is there still... I
had to let, a faction of my dogs go outside.
Yeah. I'm just baffled that there's still 70 people watching this right now.
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous.
You mean the stream is dying quickly? How are there still 71 people watching this stream? This stream at this point is completely off the rails and it needs to end. And I'm just baffled that there's still 70 people watching.
Yeah, there is that part of you where you're like, "What? I feel bad ending the stream if there's still people watching."
No, I never feel bad. I don't know if it's people just randomly tuning in, being like, "What?" and then leaving, or and there's enough of those people, or what, man? Because I'll look in the comment section and there's 6 or 7 people commenting, which means there's 60 people just watching, not commenting, and I wonder about those people, who are, I don't know if they're people who've never commented and just chilling, maybe they're drinking with some buddies and this is their entertainment. I don't know, you know what I mean? That just makes me wonder.
And then every once in a while, you'll say something that speaks to them, so they actually say something. Mm-hmm. You're like, "Oh, I've never seen your name before," but they're like, "Oh yeah, blah blah blah." It's so weird.
Yeah. So that's just baffling to me. Because I know a lot of people listen and never comment, and I always just wonder about those people. You know what I mean? Mac Mo, I know who you are though. You've commented in the past. I recognize your name every time you're in here.
A lot of times I watch your stream and I only say something at the beginning and then I'm just sitting there listening while I'm playing video games.
Yeah. But I mean, when we're talking about basketball, I get it. When we're just talking about it's almost what I don't know if this is what people signed up for. Oh, man. Free me. I don't know if you deserve it. Anyway, we'll be live again tomorrow with the Blazers Uprise live. That'll be a shorter stream. We'll probably go live at 3:15. Okay, mods? Trevin, I think you're the only mod in here. I need to let all the other mods know, because Gonzaga tips off at 4:10, so I want to go live 3:15 instead of 3:30. And then we'll go until 4 p.m. Unless you guys want me to do live play-by-play of the Gonzaga game and listen to me scream at the first bucket.
That could be fun.
I don't know. Between 3:15 and 3:30, Blazers Uprise live. Tomorrow, we'll do picks against the spread. Gabe will be back on there for that. At least that's what he told me. We'll see if he told the truth. How many games do we have tomorrow? We have 1, 2, 3. Only 5 games tomorrow. So short picks against the spread segment. It won't be like the last time you were on. You are... Oh, I accidentally hid user permanently. Okay, unhide user. See, you play around and you might get accidentally permabanned, Dro. 5-minute timeout. Okay, we gotta end off the stream with this one, Gabe. Rob says it baffles me how bald Gabe is every time I see it.
I know, right? The hat really hides a lot. It's been... I freshly shaved it this morning, too, man.
Great. Grace, I will do a video after the tournament talking about my bracket, especially if my mom wins. I'll give her a shout out. But yeah, we're going to wrap this thing up is what I am. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow with Blazers Uprise Live. Hopefully you enjoyed whatever the hell this post-game stream was. Can't even call it that. It was more just Blazers Uprise After Dark. Grace just said, ha 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 ha. I didn't know he was bald until today, all caps. Poor Gabe.
Hey, look.
I didn't know you were... Honestly, I didn't know you were bald for a while.
Look.
But now it would be weird if you had hair. You know what I mean?
I miss my hair. I'll be honest. But at least I've got a round head. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Could have been so much worse. I got that Caruso head.
Caruso.
Do
you see the picture? There was a guy that played for St. Mary's. The guy that looked like you.
You really did. It makes me sad because it's like, I want to be that bald guy playing college basketball.
Well, I mean, you're 30-something.
Too old.
Yeah.
But he looks old.
He does. I mean, you don't look old.
Yeah, I don't look old, but he looked,
When you're rocking the snapback, you look like 19, so. You, like, that's the thing. If you were, like, talking trash to Nurk and you were wearing your hat, even if you had a beer in your hand, everybody would be calling you a kid.
Look at that kid.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll be live again tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully you guys enjoy these types of streams, guys and girls. This was fun. Probably not gonna have another stream like this for probably at least like another year.
Hayden said might get the stream demonetized because of my bald head.
Yeah, that might honestly. It won't be everything that you've talked about. It'll be your head.
Yeah, it'll be the bald head. They'll be like, we felt it was uncomfortable.
Too much skin showing.
Yeah. We didn't feel right about it.
Oh, man. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope your lives are going good. I mean it. All right, that's not just cliche YouTuber talk. I hope everybody's doing well. And I hope you have a good rest of your night or morning or afternoon. I don't know where you're watching this from. So, we'll catch you guys again with Blazers Uprise Live second channel tomorrow. If you haven't subscribed to Blazers Uprise Live, it's in the description. We stream Mondays and Thursdays. Thank you to everybody who donated. I appreciate it. I have to buy my mom something extra now. But no, she'll enjoy that. And 4 a.m. in Brooklyn, Leslie V. Have a good rest of your morning then. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. It feels so weird ending off this stream. I'm not even going to outro video this because I just made a new one, but I haven't plugged it into the stream yet. So if you have become a channel member recently, it's star level. It's $5 members and above. You get your name in the outro video. So if you guys have been waiting for that, next stream I will have your outro credits for y'all. I know a couple people were asking about that. So just wanted to get that out of the way. Something serious. Blazers lose tonight. That's good. They get blown out by the Spurs. Blown out so bad I didn't even want to put the score on the screen. But we're trying to tank our way to the top. So good loss. We got Houston on Friday, Houston on Saturday. Back-to-backs like that suck, and it sucks that we're playing Houston. We'll see if we can lose both of those. That would be quite an achievement. Quite an achievement. Anything else you want to say, Gabe?
Thanks for having me, bro. It was just fun.
Yeah. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch everybody else tomorrow. Have a good night. As always, peace out. Go Blazers.